Welcome, everybody, to the Making Awesome podcast. This is episode, I think, 262. I should read these things more often, and I don't. I literally, the title's too long. Yes, it is 262. How's everybody doing today? We've got some news, man. We got some friggin' news to talk about in this industry. Creality just dropping heat, man. They launch like a dozen machines, including like ones specifically for TPU. I heard that it was Creality's IPO, but like
that would make sense. Like if they're doing an IPO, you'd want to launch a new wave of products to get that stock bumped much sooner.
Oh, I totally agree with this. I didn't see it at all, and I'm assuming it's not a US IPO, so, you know. Still a cool thing. My brother said he swears he saw one with a rotary axis. Yes, there was a 5-axis Creality printer. It was on their Instagram, on the Creality Innovation Instagram, but I think that's more of like an R&D product than it is a full product. But they just put a trunnion on it, right? They put a trunnion on an Ender 3, which, like, you can do. It's not that difficult. It's more of a slicing problem than anything else. So, yeah. Before we get too deep into it, since it is a just us guys, let's make sure that we take some time and thank our sponsors of this stream, including Printed Solid, 3D Prima, Construct 3D, and 3D Musketeers. If you do want to help support the stream, keep it ad-free, you can do so. If it's live, donate, help us out. If it's not live, support the sponsors of the stream. It's greatly appreciated. Links are where you would normally find them. But yeah, I'm curious. And Creality did the Creality thing, man. So I know you wanted to discuss this, but a couple of months ago, they used the 3D Musketeers name, and we flamed them for it, right? It's like,
well, I mean, rightly so. Right,
like,
there's
no
like logical reason
to
use that name.
There isn't,
other than the fact that there's a content creator with that name. Like, it's not a name that's adjacent to the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't find a justification for why you would call anything 3D Musketeers in the industry. Like other than you, there is nothing. There's no like link to a technology.
No.
There's no link to like a trifecta of something. They wanted the name.
Yeah, that, like, I want to believe that it was just like an oopsie daisy, but I also know that I can't believe that. Like there is nothing, there's nothing in this world that lets me believe that was an oopsie daisy. And to be clear, it took somebody who worked with Creality Innovation. They're an American. They work with Creality Innovation on the scanning side to raise the issue to Creality Corporate to get it solved. So the name currently escapes me, but they do 3D scanning content, and they happen to work with Creality. I forget their name, but if they happen to show up in the chat, I'll shout them out. Thank you for the efforts that you have done. You know, that's important, but Creality did a Creality thing, Jacob. You want to... Do you want to get that one out of the way, or do you want to just
get
tease
out of the way, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
It does piss me off, because we're going to talk about some really cool stuff from Creality, but I want to talk about the one thing that's actually annoyed me, is their new micro scanning tech. Is called Pika. And I hate it. I love what they're doing with it, but why call it Pika? Because that is a name of a product in the industry from a relatively small manufacturer who needs the SEO for that word. Pika Hot End is now being dominated by the scanner. Like all of the search like optimization that Luke has done for that product is now dead, and anyone searching for his product is now going to go to Creality's website. Do not like.
Yeah,
I'm
hoping that we can get this resolved. Like I don't even know why they called it the Pika, right? Like Luke had a reason. He utilized, the animal with the Pika. Like, there's a whole thing with the naming of the Pika. I'm not. So, like, I think with 3D Musketeers, it's kind of obvious. Like, come on, guys. You search 3D Musketeers, you find us. Could we attribute this to somebody in Creality's marketing not looking it up? No? Okay.
Because now it's twice. It's two names in the industry from
Why?
relatively small players that cannot sue them into oblivion. This is now a pattern.
But hold on. It's not a similar product. Right? Using the 3D Musketeers name could get people to think that, like, we're putting our name associated with the machine. The Pika scanner and Pika hot end are different. Similar to Dove chocolate and Dove soap, right? They're different things. Can we attribute this to a mistake?
I don't think so. It's Creality we're talking about. It's Creality. I don't buy it.
That's fair.
My problem is 3D Musketeers in the first place had no link.
No.
Which means they were already picking names from semi-established, like,
correct,
searching algorithms to boost their products. Now they've chosen the term Pika, and while there is an argument that Pika does mean small, so does Nano, so does all of these other things. Pika isn't a generally used word for small. And that just, especially with what happened to you, it's too close to being able to be linked to then nicking another name.
It's like we're starting off on the wrong foot here, and we don't want to be doing that, but it's what's happening. And I feel for Luke so bad. And it is spelled the exact same way. It's not like Pica, right? Where it's like, okay, fine. No, it's Pika. It is the same way.
And there's nothing after it. There's nothing before it. It's just Pika, and I don't like it. The first thing I saw with it was just a picture. And then I saw the word, and I just looked at it and being like, oh shit, they've done it again. And Sembazaru in the chat, Pico is prefix for small, not Pika.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
So again, no. Like,
oh, okay.
Because it goes both ways. I just assumed it was the other way that I didn't remember the name of. But again, it's not. If it's not a name that means small, why call it that? Why? What was the reasoning?
I don't know. Like, I want to believe because they're different products, but at the same time, they did it to us. So, yeah.
I don't know. Once is a coincidence. Even like when you look at it badly, it's a oopsie. Somebody probably had a little marketing meeting and they actually went through with it, and it wasn't supposed to go through the QC checks. Twice, however.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, kind of thing. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, it's I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of what they've done. I'm interested in the scanner, which is the problem. It's like, ooh, that's kind of an interesting scanner, but I'm like, oh, it uses the name of one of my friends.
That scanner, I would buy a small scale scanner.
I literally have like, oh, that's upside down. I literally have small scale scanner. This is it's the AI scan 01. Yeah, it has an AI button, which is actually just a mode button, but they call it AI because AI is cool. Yeah, this is this serial number is like 72, I think, is what it was. 79. Its serial number is 79. Like,
that's cool. It's nice to be sub 100.
It's a test unit. They're going to Kickstarter. Yeah, it's like there are other players in this like mini and micro scanner game that, where they're all in one. It's not just like Revo Point, Creality, and Shining 3D. Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say that it is 100% malicious, but it certainly feels that way. It
I don't even think
certainly
using
feels
3D
that way.
Musketeers was malicious. I just think they nicked it and they didn't think about it. They just like, here's a name, cool, go do it.
Well, so let's think about it. If they're using AI, right? Let's say they're using AI. Hey, we have a machine that can do three things. It is a 3D printer. What should we name it? You know, as a bit of a marketing joke. 3D Musketeers actually kind of follows that. Where I think it got malicious is when it was brought to their attention nothing was done. That's when I think it became malicious. And
Well, that's a corporate playbook is if
yeah,
a problem arrives, tell them it's not a problem. If they keep pushing, ignore the problem until it becomes an actual problem.
and like, look, I will support Luke's lab till my dying day because I think at this point I owe him way too much to get me +4 Pikas and stuff like that. Like I was a backer in the Kickstarter. I'm still waiting for my Pika to come in. I have a Snapmaker U1 now, so we're going to be outfitting that full of Pikas. That's going to be an upcoming thing that happens. Like I'm going to owe Luke a fair bit of money here. And I support what Luke's doing because it's a small business manufacturing in the US the right way.
Yeah, and it's
Right.
not easy to even do it the wrong way. Like the right way costs more.
Oh, dude, the right way costs
And he's been
so
making
much
it
more.
look easy. And that is a hard feat.
He could have easily outsourced production to another country and
Yep.
pocketed at least an extra 30%. At least an
Yep.
extra 30%. Because he could have worked with, you know, unnamed geometric 3D printer manufacturer, or 3D printer accessory manufacturer, and done it for pennies on the dollar. But he did it, in my opinion, the right way, which is to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit upsetting, but I think realistically the big announcement that everybody is interested in for Creality is going to be the Klitek.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I'm going to go
in my
with
head, the
Klitek.
I read it as British, which would be Klitek.
So if you do Klitek now, are they going after Voron's Klee? Clee. It's not spelled the same way, but
Hard to say.
the American
think
way
so.
would be Klitek. So I would have figured that it was going to be a C because it could have been like, you know, Creality linear induction technology. If it is an induction
Yeah.
machine that used like linear rails or some crap. Red Fox Squirrel says more Bambu's Vortec. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was closer to.
And I would say that that's an acceptable like industry challenge, right? Hey,
Yeah.
welcome to the world of, you know, Coca-Cola and RC Cola, right? Like
Yeah.
it is what it is. John S says it looks like an index copy, and
I'd agree with that.
part of me agrees, part of me says it's not. And
Why? Why?
it was Mandic that pointed it out.
Go on.
It looks like that there's no induction system on it. Now, you can't easily see it,
Okay,
right?
that doesn't stop it being a clone, though.
Well,
Just because they couldn't figure out a technology doesn't mean they didn't try to clone it with the whole, here is a simple, dumb tool that is swapped. Because that's the whole, like, shtick, is they do the tool swaps. They don't do the entire head.
which is fair. Okay, that's fair. But if they are using a contact-based heater that isn't induction, outside of it's a nozzle, you know, it's a filament and nozzle changer rather than an extruder changer. I think Index's big like claim to fame is going to be the fact that it's induction, right?
I actually think the real technology behind Index isn't the induction. It's the coolest bit, but I think the
No, it's the
real
hottest bit.
innovator was the adjustable gears to clamp the filament down.
I would agree.
And once they've done that, obviously Creality have come out and been like, oh, we could just make a manual clicking system so it's out and in.
Mm-hmm.
And then they realized, well, we're just going to copy a Bambu style nozzle with the heat sink directly attached to the nozzle, and then make that onto a single carriage.
So they've done some other stuff too with this machine, right? They're using field-oriented control, step servos, and custom-made H-bridges, which is like, okay, you just took a page out of Bambu's playbook, right? Like,
Yeah, like FOC motors, not special.
no, but it
And
is
I can
cool.
say that it is, and they're much quieter. And I can
Yes.
say that because I started on the electric longboard side before I got in really big into 3D printing.
Mhm.
And half the people back in 2014 to 2016 were using BLDC motors, which is very similar to how steppers work. It's
Yeah.
not, no electrical engineer have a go at me. I do know the difference. But going over to FOC made the sine wave nicer, and it gave you better positional control. It gave you better force and made it quieter. I don't really think it's a biggie. I don't really know the point of why they're doing it on an extruder where a stepper is already insanely accurate and efficient. The only difference is they're going from a stepper driver to like a manual H bridge driver or just a MOSFET direct driver, which isn't that special. It might be a bit cheaper. That might be why they're doing it, and then they're marketing it as the newer tech, but newer doesn't mean better.
Well, I do think that FOC is better. It gets you closer to the like the actual servos, right? You get a little bit better control.
Yeah, but steppers can be servos. You just need an encoder.
Sure, I would say that is a stepper motor with a rotary encoder, right? Like that's how I would
Okay.
classify
Let me
it.
flip it. My
Okay.
longboards, my first one I built when I went to FOC control, didn't have an encoder. It
Okay.
was just an FOC like three-phase motor.
Okay.
It guessed the sine wave and then it stabilized after it got to a certain speed where the
Mm,
resistance change could bring the power back into a nice sine wave, but
fancy.
there was no encoder. So it
Okay.
wasn't a servo in my eyes. It was just a three-phase motor
Yeah,
running on FOC. The
that's fair.
moment you add an encoder, then it's a servo. So the encoder makes it a servo. An encoded stepper versus an encoded three-phase motor, they're the same thing.
Okay. I mean
They're all
that's
servos in my eyes.
that is a fair point. Fair point. Um so okay, it could be marketing wank then. I don't know. I I have like is this maybe Creality turning over a new leaf in this industry and going away from like these and I want to say just like Ender versions, but they released like at least two new Ender versions, including a very nicely sized Ender bed slinger at a 420 cube Blaze It, which is just hilarious to me. Literally days before Bambu was launching their significantly smaller A2L. However, let's be real here. If you have someone who's non-technical, who just wants something to work, who doesn't care about locked ecosystems, are you recommending Creality or are you recommending Bambu? Even knowing what is
Price
going
point.
on, even knowing what is going on with Bambu currently with their open source, you're going after Pavel for open source, and their issues with fire hazards, could you, in your proper conscience, even recommend a Creality to a first-time non-technical user?
I'm going to say no.
I can't.
Because the customer service is absolute
But
trash.
Bambu's isn't much better.
It's not about it being much better. It's about it being more consistent.
It's like I've experienced, and I don't want to get into too much detail, but I've experienced recently what like a non-technical owner looks like with a Prusa, with an MMU3, and it was like I drove almost 2 hours each way to go work on this machine, and it ended up being a pretty simple solution. But I can totally see where Prusa has not really figured out this, if you are a non-technical user, how to make it all work. We could not get the printer to bind to Prusa Connect. Couldn't do
Really?
that. I mean, they had it online, it was connected to the internet. They used the app with the NFC to bind it to Prusa Connect. It wouldn't work. So we don't know why that wasn't
Interesting.
working. And that that one problem alone makes it so much more difficult, because now you have to like look back at the machine, change the colors inside a Prusa slicer, because Prusa has no RFID implementation system, which makes it difficult if you're a non-technical person. And then their painting solution, while it's not great, it's not terrible, it's also not good. And yeah, I saw firsthand what it was like for someone who really wanted something that just worked and got something that was way more of a challenge than they were expecting. And you could just kind of feel the frustration. I'm like, oh, that... I hate being the guy to recommend Bambu. And I'm like, before I tell you anything about Bambu, here are things you need to know. We are currently we are currently investigating an active fire hazard issue, and they are currently being investigated for open source violations. I said, if you understand that and are comfortable with that, this would be the company that kind of offers you all of that.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because, yeah, even though I'm really pissed at them,
I still recommend Bambu Lab just because it's consistently high quality. There is no real cut corners.
So take a look at the marketing material they sent out. There's one, I think it's on the one pager that I sent you. The cockatiel has ghosting and has bad purge volumes. The black in the eyes bleeds into the white on the cockatiel. I'm like, come on, Bambu, you could have done
now
better.
You're getting me to download it now. I cancelled the down. I'm doing it now. I'm doing it live. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? I see no way this could go wrong.
Oh, it's actually downloading this time.
Oh, sweet. I did as for, I don't know what currency number that is, but 15 of something says, what do you think about no one seeing a FlashForge Creator 5 Pro in the wild? Not even influencers got it, even though they take orders. Issues found, question mark. I don't know. We have a Creator 5 sitting out in the garage. I have yet to, really dig into it too much. I do have a torture test to show off later for tool changers. I did a bad thing, but I'm torture testing the Snapmaker. Passed so far with flying colors, nothing to complain about. Over 2,000 tool changes in 2 prints, flying colors, not a single problem. But I don't know why we're not seeing it. I could reach out to FlashForge and see. But the only big difference between the Pro and the non-Pro, from my understanding, is just the enclosure. So.
Okay.
Also, what currency is that? What freaking currency is that? Shergal says, obligatory FOSS. Don't say open source violations. Say software licensing violations, because most people have no idea about open source for $20. You know what?
That's a good point.
Fair.
That's a good point.
That's a great point. I will do my best to change that rhetoric. If any of you hear me saying it the wrong way throughout the stream or throughout other videos, please comment, correct me, because that is the only way that, like, my brain will remember to do it, is if people are like, hey, dumbass, you're getting it wrong. And EMP Tech Repairs, good luck repairing an EMP. But hey, said, I got my Elgoose Centauri Carbon 1 last Black Friday. Recommended for first-time users, waiting for the canvas in July.
Oh no. I'm going to have to cancel my download. I now know why people are saying Bambu nuked the stream. It's a peer-to-peer download.
Is it?
It's got to be, because you're using encrypted sending. So it's going to be sending from your machine to I'm canceling the download.
I do see that we are dropping some packets.
Okay,
I do see
it
that.
now.
Let me see. Is anybody on Parsec right now? No. Yeah. Oh no, the internet did just get a little bit weird. All right, yeah. Hashtag blame Jacob.
Yep, do it. I tried
right.
to download something off his machine. Didn't work.
What I might be able to do instead, I'm gonna forward you something. You might be able to see who sent it to me. I'm gonna forward it to you in Discord. You do not state what those are. Okay, it doesn't show who sent it. Okay, you're good. All right, you got him through Discord now.
Brilliant.
Cool. But no, I guess it is a peer-to-peer.
Well, it's
And
doing something to my side now because my laptop is not feeling happy.
I can see that. And yes, Jacob did get engaged. Yes, congratulations, Jacob, on the engagement. We talked about this like 2 weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah. We even did it last week as well.
Ooh, you froze there for a second. Hashtag blame Jacob. Okay, so that little symbol is the Israeli shekel.
Neat name.
Wait, so you're telling we have fans in is that in Israel? That's kind of cool.
No, Iranian.
No, Israelian.
Oh, yeah, then that would be Israel.
Right? I think. Well, I hope I don't get that one wrong, because that's gonna piss off the person if we got it wrong. Well, thank you nonetheless. I think it's kind of cool.
That is one of the coolest currency I have seen yet.
Oh,
is it
God.
still doing it? Is it still doing it?
It's me. It's not you. It's me. Yeah, it's me. Let me check my router real quick. Because there's no chance they're getting past the firewall. But I'm curious. Yeah. Well, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close the stuff on my side, the A2L stuff, because it is really heavy. They're really, really heavy. So I'll have you just open it on your side instead. And we're gonna hope that we don't drop packets. Otherwise, I just have to call Spectrum when we're done with this and bitch at them. No, we're clean. There is no active DDoS on our network currently, so anything that you see is directly related to Spectrum. Oh, no, it's not just Jacob. I can see us dropping packets. So, anyways, we're gonna
blame everyone. That's
look,
the easiest way.
We're recording the stream. This is why we do it. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Was P2P set up before the call was set up? I don't remember. Randy Parker with the $5 says for add-on third-party chamber heaters, how do you know if the printer's electronics will stand up to the heat? You don't, because it's add-on and third-party. You don't know. And that is part of the issue. Part of the issue is you don't know. And if you don't know, you do risk potentially overheating stuff. So if you are not the type of person that likes to take those risks, please don't. Please don't. Don't do that.
Yeah, a lot of printers don't follow the machinery directive, which has a specified operating temperature. They just ignore it. They kind of realize nobody's really going to be running printers past 30 degrees ambient.
Right.
So they just build it to survive 30 degrees. They don't consider putting the printer in a heated chamber. Even when they build heated chamber printers, sometimes they kind of play a bit fast and loose with those rules, and parts do overheat regularly. The amount of printers I have seen that are like 60 to 70 degree chambers, and they don't have high temperature fans, or they don't have high temperature LEDs, just proves they didn't actually design a high temperature printer. They just slapped a big heater in it. It's painful.
Yeah, just be careful. I would generally assume that the bulk of machines are not going to stand up to much higher than 60 without some level of external cooling solution, even if that is a fan with heat sinks, right? And that can be a totally acceptable thing for, you know, for some people, but other users might want higher temp. If you want higher temp, with all due respect, you kind of have to spend the money. And yes, we know Jacob's audio is out of sync with his video. We don't know how to solve it. It is on Jacob's side. That's why we have
no idea what's going on. It could be something to do with like the audio adapter.
Yeah.
It could be the fact that I'm running a third monitor now from a single laptop. There's loads of things going on. I just think blame Spectrum. It's gonna blame
I'm fine with
Spectrum.
that. Yeah, just blame Spectrum.
Yep.
If you do want to pick up a Spectrum dropping package shirt, since we are currently dropping package, you can go to shop.3dmusketeers.com. Use the coupon code FUISP10 on the Spectrum shirt for 10% off because we are dropping packets. That coupon code is live. So if you do want to pick up the I'm on the Spectrum and I'm dropping package shirt, it is over at shop.3dmusketeers.com. Jonathan, aka Tarsman, toss the link in there. And yeah. Need a new computer, dude, every friggin' day. I want to put a comment out there from idans135. It's a very important comment. He said it is Israeli shekel. I'm afraid to say because you never know what reaction you'll get, but we are not our government. The same way the US population is not a monolith. You know what? Dude, perfect 10 out of 10 response. 10 out of 10 response, 10 out of 10 way to handle that. I didn't want someone who might have been from Iran and I said that it was Israeli because I know there's some tensions right now with that too. So, it's, you know what? I like that. And you know what? If more people approach politics like that, saying, you might disagree with what our government does, but you should know we are all not a perfect representation of our government. That's a 10 out of 10 right there. I love hearing that phenomenal response, and I got to shout it out where possible. But yeah, back to this Klitek thing. It looks like to me that it is a touch system. It might not be. There might actually be an induction system, but it looks like it's a touch system. Now, here's the thing. If it is induction, I can almost guarantee you it's a clone of Vortec, right? Because Vortec was the first, like, consumer-grade induction 3D printer system that is on the market.
Yeah.
So.
I just don't know. I don't know. I think it's a cheap clone with the same aesthetics. Like,
Well, this
it's
doesn't have
going
that, like,
after
crazy
Index.
doohickey thing.
I mean, that is aesthetics 10 out of 10.
It is, but it's also
not
like,
functional, but 10 out of 10 aesthetics.
I there's part of me that's like, I just want a band working on H2Cs here in the shop, but I kind of want to work on one just to take it apart and learn about it because it looks really cool. Wait, oh, hold on here. Mike C says there's a USB cable to each tool. Oh shit, you're right. There is.
I don't like that now.
Well, okay, you have a tube for the filament anyways. What's a USB cable? Okay, there's a filament runout sensor at the tool, so maybe it's for that. You just could easily replace the nozzle by removing 2 screws and unplugging the USB-C cable.
Some form of pogo pin connector standard, probably.
Okay. I prefer USB-C over Pogo because I find that Pogo can just get damaged really easy over time. But as Tarsman says, what are the plugs rated for? Normal plugs are only rated for so many plugs and replugs. But that's fine. It's not changing out the actual, like,
I mean, I'd be
cable.
more worried about wire fatigue because, to be honestly, nobody's buying cable chain rated USB-C cables in this industry.
I give it exactly a 0% chance of being in a cable chain, and I give it a 100% chance of being exactly the way that Snapmaker does it. It's a USB-C cable, it's your PTFE, there's a little clip holding them together, and that's it.
I don't know.
It works. It works because it's strain relief, right? It's a big bend. It's a big bend. It works.
I worry. I do worry because you don't know what will go wrong in one of those cables. Normally, cable chain rated cables have extra shielding in case something fries, so it will not catch fire.
Fair.
That's why the cables and cable chains are so much thicker than they need to be. They either go really thin, so they are super flexible, or they're really thick with extra like padding, so it doesn't happen.
Some people are saying it looks like the Infinimec, which the Infinimec looks just like a clone Index. Infinimec was on display at JERF. JERF ended technically like I don't know, like 8 or 9 hours ago, I think. Jerv has concluded. Um, we obviously didn't go. We would have loved to go. It was not in the budget this year. Maybe it'll be in the budget next year. So it would be great if we could. And Yuto put on such a great show. All the pictures, all the projects. Dude, Jerf looked like it was so freaking cool. Right? Did you see it or no?
No.
Oh, okay. I shared a bunch of it over on Twitter. So many people. They had the cutest little printer that you ever did, dear see. Its build volume could not have been much larger than those keychains from Big Tree Tech. It was
Okay,
so
that's
cute.
cute.
I want it so bad. I want that printer so bad. Why? So I can leave it in my trunk. I want to
That is
keep it in
cute.
my car because anytime that someone says 3D printers are stupid, I pull it out and say, they might be a little dumb, but this is really friggin' cute.
That
Uh,
just reminds me, I need to repair my Mellow M1, the micro printer, the 100 mil by 100 mil by
oh,
100 mil
yeah.
micro printer. The SD card slot on the screen that loads the firmware just desoldered itself.
Oh,
It just
fun.
broke off, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to put all of those solder pads back on. Wow. And they won't send me a replacement screen, even though I've messaged them twice. They just aren't reading the messages. So I'm like, great, good job, guys. Definitely didn't need a replacement screen. Come on.
I mean, at least you
Maybe
know
if
how
they're
to fix
watching,
it.
send me one now.
At least you know how to fix it. Pezlis says, how about that wall of maker chips? Dude, Japan goes hard in the paint for the maker chips, and their designs are insane. Uh Friggin' Hendrick did one with a gold-plated benchy in the middle of it. He didn't give them out because like it would take way too much work, but it was so cool. I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. I need to also up my maker chip gang, but like we almost never get asked for them. I made 200 the last time we made some, and I still have like 150. So,
Hmm.
but yes, the wall of maker chips. I think Polymaker put together the wall of maker chips and then collected them. I think that's what that was. I don't know. Pezliz or K2 will be able to like, properly tell me what it was. But it was super cool. Like, dude, some of their designs are just incredible. And the design thoughtfulness is what makes it special, in my opinion. View Risk for $5 saying to fund the purchase of the Creality Klitek USB-C cable so you can open it and examine it on video together if you choose so. If you so choose, keep making awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Utron did the wall with Jerv. Okay, so Yuto did it. It's cool. It was super cool. But yeah, dude, there were some really, really interesting projects. Just crazy.
Go
Creality.
on. Other than the make chips, what was the second coolest thing you saw?
Okay, I like it for the memes.
Go on.
Somebody made a Flexi Dragon costume.
Okay, I'm here for that.
So think of like
Like full
Flexi.
body?
Oh yeah, like think Flexi Dragon furry. And I'm like, you know what? 10 out of 10 for the memes, the effort, and it's like it's all the scales are printed. Like I'm like
That's
that
cool.
was a ton of work. Like I honestly that was cool for the memes. And I think Liz says it the best. The actual rep rap. There was like real rep rap there. It wasn't just like vendors showing off what they're capable of printing. It wasn't just companies showing off their machines. These are like motivated, interested, passionate people that are showing their projects off that they've been working on for at least a year, right? From Jerf last year to now. And they are levels that you just don't see anywhere else. where I've never seen some of the ingenuity that we've seen just from the friggin' photos
Yeah.
from Jerf. It warms my heart, right? There was one that I'm like, oh, that's a bummer. There was a it was like a peace bell, I think is what it was,
Mm,
but it was a fully 3D printed bell that people were able to like hit in unison, and it was at a booth, so it was very loud.
that's cool.
Mad Cat says difference between the education system in the U.S. versus Japan. Maybe, but I think it's also a passion thing, right? And a technology thing, and just a desire to do things a little bit different. And I could not be happier with that event. I would have loved to go, man. It would have been so cool. But yeah, Jerf looked like fun. I am doing my best to committing to go next year. It is incredibly expensive. Hopefully by then, airline tickets get a little bit cheaper. We'll see.
Joke's on you. World War IV is planned for next year.
Oh, cool.
We're speedrunning World War III. Don't worry about it.
Shipbuilding PO at the $5 is extra $5. The Bamboo Grant Rants and the Scuff Super Chats. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for supporting the show. Yeah, I have Bamboo has stepped in it. You wanna like there's more about Creality I want to talk about, but do you want to talk about the A2L? You wanna
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna say it now. I don't like it.
Did you see the major problem with it?
I saw a few, but I don't think I've seen the one that you're referencing to.
So I think for the 3D printer hobbyist community as a whole, they're not going to like it, but I think the target audience for this machine, it's perfect. 80 degrees Celsius max bed temperature.
Yeah, it's a PLA machine.
It's a PLA and
That's all it
PETG
is.
machine. That's all it is.
That's
all it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Opening the PDF to destroy my laptop.
Dude,
good.
They're hard to open.
That's a heavy PDF.
That's what, dude.
What
they're like
the hell?
150 meg PDF files. Like they're insane.
It's got 3 pages.
Yeah, look at him. He's like
3 pages.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna close it. I'm just there. You go. It's closed.
Yeah,
give me
honestly,
some resources back, please.
Pull up the video that we released yesterday, and you can see the screenshots in that video. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it's literally a PLA machine. I know who they're selling it to. It's the people who bought an A1 and they want bigger, and that's it. Yeah, you're not doing any other materials. You do PLA, maybe low temp petri.
They put a static mass dampener up in the top rail. So I'm assuming it's either lead or stainless steel shot. They say it's sealed, so it's probably lead.
Bearing in mind, I know where they got that idea from. Sandre. They took it from Sandre.
Oh,
because he worked on having little vials of oil to mass dampen big frame machines, and I remember that because it was on a couple of his like interviews where he talked about it, and Edutech or Edumaker, who does the big bus, he uses it on that. They've taken that idea and turned it into that, and I don't hate it. I actually like that there is that ingenious is still showing through years later.
I don't have a problem with it, but we are gonna, assuming it's like reasonably affordable, we are going to commit to buying an A2L simply to check if it has the fire hazard problem. If it does, oh buddy, the video I'm gonna film. But we are also going to open that mass dampener and test it for lead.
You're gonna get lead.
But it's Green Guard certified. It's UL Green Guard.
Green Guard is not about the printer. It's about the printed parts.
I know it is. I know.
You can get Green Guard certified by having a cardboard box.
I know.
Because Green Guard is an emission. It's not a contact thing.
I know. Damn it, now my audio is lower. I don't know why OBS does
It
this.
auto gained you.
It
from talking
shouldn't.
into the
Stop
mic.
auto gaining me.
As he says, yelling more
Yes.
into the mic.
To make it louder. Yeah. Do the newer A1s have the same board, the NTC? The one
We
that
don't
caught
know.
fire in February did. The one that caught fire that was bought in February did. So there's going to be a stock roll issue. So, you know, obviously there's the, oh, they're using the same board, they're limiting it to ADC so that it doesn't burn. I don't know. And that is all conjecture that until we can validly prove one way or the other is not something that, like, that I'm willing to really get myself into, because that kind of conjecture is just not what we do here. We will happily say we hope they fixed it, but we're not going to say, oh, I bet it's in there.
You know what I'm going to say? I don't think they're going to fix it, because the number it's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game. It always has been.
If they can sell 1,000 and they burn 0, or if they sell 10,000, they burn 1, you're still going to sell. You're just going to eat the losses if there is any, because most people won't even report it. They'll just get given a free machine.
It's the Ford Pinto. It is cheaper to pay out the wrongful death suits than it is to actually fix the problem. And I hate that, but it's not wrong. And unless we get consumer protection agencies, whether it's here in the US, in the UK, the EU, wherever, to actually grow a pair and investigate this shit, there's nothing we can do about it, right? We can yell at them all day, but it's not going to do anything. It is funny, though. The comments on our leak video, they're like, you know, F Bambu and F you for talking about him. I'm like, hold on here. I can still show you what's going to be coming out before anybody with a, you know, affiliate link does, so you get to know it ahead of time so that you can make your decisions. And you're mad at me because I also, like, I even talk about the problems that we're seeing with their current machines, and you're going to sit there and say, F me? We're the only ones keeping them honest. Like, that's so ridiculous to me. It's like, you know what, dude? You clearly wrote that comment before watching the video and before researching the channel, and that upsets me. Like, it upsets me because, like, I feel like we're doing the right thing, and when we had so many Bambu distributors send us those same 4 PDF files, 5 different distributors sent me the same shit. So, this isn't just one person that's yappy. There's a bunch of distributors that are pissed at Bambu right now because they have to deal with it. I have reports from distributors with over 60 failures of these A1 boards in their small country region.
That's a lot.
And there are people that are mad at me for talking about it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Like,
if we even have one failure, we're doing a full investigation, let alone 60 from a single source. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, I just, it frustrates me to no end, right? Like, I think that we can still talk about a company and what they're doing and at the same time keep them honest. Because if you don't do it, then the things that the Bambu fanboys are claiming that we are doing, which is the, you know, going on tirades against them, you know, having it out for them, then all of that becomes true. If all we do is report on everything but the good, we are exactly the thing that the haters talk about us for. If we also show the good stuff and, you know, we break NDAs that we never had anyways, we win. We win because we're playing both sides, and people that don't see that are more short-sighted than they're claiming we are. That's my opinion on it. My opinion is if we get all this information and we don't say anything, we are doing a disservice to our community.
I'm with you on that. If there's no NDA in place,
there isn't.
Do it.
There's no NDA. There's no embargo. There's nothing. Why? Because we've been banned. What are they going to do? Ban me again?
Oh,
Ooh.
you'll go from the blacklist to the double blacklist.
When
Don't
do I
want to
get to
go
meet
there.
James Spader? Do I get to meet James Spader eventually? Is that a joke you're going to get?
No,
The show The
no.
Blacklist?
I have watched the blacklist, but I don't remember
Raymond
names.
Reddington is James Spader.
Yeah.
I think. Almost positive it is. Watch, I'll get corrected in the chat. Yeah, it's like, I don't give a shit. What are you gonna do? Keep me from working with you again? Ooh. And like we have people calling us out for the your mom jokes. There are 3 your mom jokes in the first minute of the video. It's like, if that doesn't make you at least giggle a little bit, have a better sense of humor. You know, one of our
I mean, I'm not
Patreon.
with you on that. I think your sense of humor is
Well,
very bad.
I don't care. One of our patrons like, well, what if other companies see it?
I
I'm
can't
like,
even rile him up. Can't rile him up.
yeah,
Not
I don't
even want
care.
to try.
I know my sense of humor is bad, but if someone is saying that your mom jokes are just not appropriate, buddy, you are new to this channel. And yes, they were big jokes, like your mother. Not your mother, mind you, Jacob. Your mother is very, very a lovely lady.
I'm clipping this. I'm clipping this. I'm
Your mother
sending
is
it
a
to her.
lovely lady.
Too bad. No more lemon drizzle cake for you.
Now
Gone.
you're just gonna edit it your way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
gonna take a page out of the American News Societies and edit any video to make me look like the good guy.
Perfect. Do nothing else. Do that. Do that. Here, I'm gonna turn off my noise suppression. I wonder if that's gonna make me come through a little bit clearer. Okay, James Spader, Raymond Reddington. Okay, yes. All right, I was right. So I want to see. So, okay, we had one of our patrons point out saying, devil's advocate here. How would your mother feel about said jokes? My mother would find them hilarious. Potential sponsor sees the video and the most recent ones. What is the impression they could get of you in the channel? If a potential sponsor looks at us trying to keep companies honest and says, we don't want to work with you because of that, we don't want to work with them either. Cool. That's a mutually understood situation. Companies are targeting children with their printers and ease of use. Someone looking for reviews on that printer sees the video. What impression would they come away with about you and the channel?
Okay.
Would
okay.
they
I've got one.
I want to finish this comment. I want to give it all.
Okay.
Would they turn off because the really important part of the video, the potential fire hazard, would they even show the video to their children?
Brother, have you guys been on YouTube Kids recently? It's not good.
Our videos are marked not for children.
Good.
I don't believe that Bambu is positioning this printer toward children. I think it is very much further positioned toward the stay-at-home parent people. Maker. It's absolutely toward the Flexi Dragon Maker. 100% toward the Flexi Dragon Maker. And that's okay. I understand where they're coming from, though. And I don't... I think... You know,
no.
If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones, kind of thing.
How young is your kid if they can't understand a Yo Mama joke?
I mean, your mama jokes just transcend generations, okay?
Exactly.
Like your mama.
If your kid will be having a problem with a Yo Mama joke and you don't want to show your kid, either you're a helicopter parent, or B, they're too young to be on YouTube in the first place.
It's true.
Bear in mind, YouTube is age restricted to 12 or 13. Like, you can't have an account before then, even though I know everyone gives their kids accounts nowadays. And YouTube Kids is a piling cesspool of AI slop trying to turn your kids into brainless, dopamine junkies. But
I'm trying to find. There was one person that had a very good dark humor joke. I wanna find it. Because it was Amber approved. Things I never wanted in life. The clap. Your mother or a pen plotter / decal cutter on a 3D printer. With that being said, the A2L gives us twice as many fires. The A1 wink wink. My reply was, you get what I give you and you'll like it. I'm having fun with these replies. That wasn't the dark joke one. Where is the dark joke one? It was Amber approved. It was very Amber approved. But yeah, it's like, God bless Like, it's a joke, guys. Like, it's not a dick. Don't take it so hard. Like, it's just, come on. What do you want out of me here? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, go on then. So, how many machines and what types did Creality launch?
Dude,
Because
they launched
you hinted that earlier, and you never mentioned, and I've not seen anything.
Oh, I don't know how many they actually launched, but here, I'll scroll through their Twitter. Klitek, they are launching their own 3D printed shoe company. Fine. Falcon T1, which they 5-in-1 laser. You could swap out the laser modules: 20-watt fiber, 60-watt MOPA, 20-watt diode, 40-watt diode, 5-watt UV. Really cool. Love that.
Cool.
A1C, because apparently they're diabetic now, I guess. I don't know. But that is also a laser engraver. It is the perfect first laser engraver for your home. It has a Z-axis that raises, which is
That's
odd.
cool. You can do some things to that.
The M1 and R1 were officially released, which is their filament shredder and filament maker, which we saw at Formnet, or not Formnet,
Yep.
Rapid. It is
Yep.
way better than I expected it to be. Want to be clear about that. Way better. Also, Doug sent £2 for Jacob's mom. She gets pounded twice, I guess. And Pezlis said, remember for 18 months basic like your mother. I'm here for it. And K2 Kevin, who often disagrees with me on Bambu, says the hate for Bambu can be justified, but it's also fair to recognize what they've done for the consumer 3D printing. Love them or hate them, they push the industry forward at a pace few thought possible. And I have never once claimed
I actually
otherwise.
agree with that.
I would never have once claimed otherwise. So we have the A1C, we've got the Pika, so I'm just going to go to here. We have Pika, Space Pi X4S, the Spark i7 with the CFS Nano, which I really like that CFS Nano. It puts 2 spools on either side of the Z-axis.
Ooh.
Why Bambu hasn't done that yet? With the AMS Lite, split it. Well, I guess because it wouldn't work for the A1 Mini. But, dude, such a good idea. Such a good idea to give you an option where it clips behind the bed slinger. Like, that space is kind of wasted anyways.
Yeah.
Use it. So, there's 7. 8 for the Ender 3 V3 Mega, which is a 420 Blaze It cube. That is designed for TPU. 85A out of the box.
That's
pretty soft.
That's
pretty
I still
soft.
argue that's just marketing. They're probably just doing push-pull configuration
So,
with a hot end.
There's 8 machines. No, that one's not new. That one's not new. Okay, that's probably it. It looks like 8 machines.
I mean, 8 a lot.
8 is
Eight
a
is a
lot.
lot.
Can someone confirm, did Creality have their IPO? I'm almost positive they had an IPO. I'm almost positive. But, yeah, like, I'm down for this version of Creality. Like, Creality has always been, like, the redheaded stepchild of this industry. Like, they've never made great products. They've made acceptable products. Like, the Ender 3 V1 was an acceptable product when it came out. It was an acceptable product at the $99 price point that it was right up until they discontinued it at Micro Center. I would still tell people, go buy it. Because
if they were a pasta, they'd be slightly overcooked home pasta. Like, it's not restaurant quality, but your mum's trying. She did good. It's overcooked.
Well, you know, maybe they were distracted because of me. You never know.
Yeah. It's gluten-free pasta. There we go. It's still pasta, but it's
no,
sad
it's not. No,
in
it's
just
not.
the wrong ways.
No.
Rosie made some amazing gluten-free pasta today where it was both mush and al dente at the same time. Because we had mum come over, we made food for her, and Rosie's just there like, it's been a while since I cooked gluten-free pasta. Why is it both turning to mush and al dente?
So there's a chickpea pasta here in the States. I forget what it's called. My brother knows what it is. I'm sure he'll put it in the chat. It's not bad, but you have to soak it and rinse it a lot. or it doesn't cook right.
Why are you rinsing your pasta?
Because it's got like some sort of wheat flour on it. Or it's not wheat flour, it's gluten-free, but some sort of potato starch. Or you have to rinse the starch off of it.
Why? The starch goes in the water, and then the starch water becomes the sauce
No,
base.
it's too much. Like too much. Also, 3D synchronicity. My girlfriend says I'm a bit like TPU 85A. That's a top tier joke. There's pills for that. Creality gave one to the Ender 3. They might have given two. God, a 420 cube Ender. And
That's too big for a bed slinger. Too big.
It is pretty big. But if it's TPU, I actually kind of support this.
And the only reason they're doing it for 420 is shoes. Printing shoes.
That's a big ass shoe, homie.
Yeah, but you've seen like some of the sizes.
That's a size 16 here in the States.
Yeah.
Right? Is that good math? Yeah, it's good math. I think.
Like
14?
Why a printer that big in TPU? Other than for footwear.
Willow Creative. That's why. So
they built a dedicated machine just for Willow?
No, but cosplayers that use TPU. And they've got this S drive system. It's on the Klitek machine. I'm assuming that's also what's on the
420 Blaze It machine.
Yeah, the 420 Blaze It machine. Pulls and pushes elastic TPU to roam through the feed tube like a caterpillar. So the feed tube is bigger, and it like... Yeah, I guess it's like peck drilling the TPU.
Okay, no, let me get rid of all the marketing bullshit on that. The reason you have a push-pull on TPU is when TPU is pulled only, it stretches, loses grip on the feed gears, and it slips, and then you get under extrusion. Having push-pull means there's no friction build-up from the reel, because remember, if it's only a pull, you have to also turn the reel, and that's what stretches the filament. You don't get that pull, therefore you just get filament where you need it. It's not caterpillaring. It never would have.
I don't have a problem with it, though.
It's just a solution that other printers need. Because push-pull, as a configuration, should be a default, which, surprise, surprise, is also what Bambu Lab does with their AMS.
Bro,
is push-pull.
The auto feeders on the Snapmaker are so good. They're so good. The push-pull on the Snapmaker. Like, I fed TPU through the whole log Bowden tube on the Snapmaker, and it printed out. Now, I broke this part as a means to show a customer. I'm like, all right, let me snap the two small pieces. I'm like, this is TPU. You can't break it. I was showing someone about this, and this part wasn't right. But dude, printed beautifully, like absolutely beautifully on the Snapmaker. Speaking of, I'm a bit of a hypocrite, and I hate that I'm a bit of a hypocrite. But I found a Flexi Dragon that I really like. Fangs posted it on their social media, but you can get it from Cults as well. Let me find the designer. Because otherwise, I won't know who to shout out. Give me a second. There's the conversation that I had. It is the Imperial Dragon by Spicy Plastic. Spicy Plastic is the one that made this model.
Neat. That's really
nice. The red and the yellow are, and like literally, I haven't cleaned this model at all, so you can see the strings still. The red and the yellow is Snapmaker's PLA. The green is the Opal Prushiment Green, and the white is actually natural Jesse's Elixir. I tried drying it, but apparently I needed to dry it more. It's a 4-color dragon. In total, it'll focus eventually. In total, it took almost 2 days to print.
That's a lot of time.
I did have one of the arms fail. The first layer didn't stick very. It didn't go down well. So I did end up reprinting this with the body. I'll have a little short going up some point soon about it. Focus! Oh my god! Thank you. But dude, the head and the hands, 1,183 tool changes.
That's a lot.
1,183 tool changes.
And you did this on the U1?
On the U1, I had a singular intervention. I had a singular intervention because I had a tangle in the Prussian spool. My fault, completely my fault. I've had the spool for a while. When I pulled it off the rack, the tail unwound itself. I'm like, it's probably fine. The snap maker identified the clog, paused, and waited for me. I fixed it, which was very simple to do. I then, told the print to keep going. I can't even see where it happened. Like, I don't see it. The prints look so good. And, like, look, I am the first one to poo-poo on the Flexi Dragon sellers because, like, guys, come on. Like, that's just... I get it. If it makes money, fine. This, though, this is a torture test that I'm using for every tool changer in the shop. Yes, that includes the Prusa XL. No, I don't have a lot of faith in it able to do it, but I'm still going to try it anyways. So, yeah, if the model was like $4, and with that when I saw the model, I'm like, Prusa Opal green. I knew that was the green I needed to do. I'm going to make another one. So, because I know Amber's going to want one for her office.
It is a neat model.
Yeah,
gotta admit.
I do need a Flexi Victoria. Red Fox Squirrel says I should look at commissioning that. But dude, the print quality on this, like, absolutely incredible. I am gorgeous. Floored. Like, yeah, you can see some overhang issues, but that's Jesse's Elixir. It's got TPU in it. Like, look at the PLA is absolutely beautiful. It's fast. It's reasonably quiet. Now, focus. Thank you. It's reasonably quiet. I do have the top hat on it, so, that works. And this is 100% scale. I didn't scale it up. I kind of want to scale it up and see. But, yeah. Very, very happy with the quality of this part. The U1 has surprised me. It is much better than I expected it to be. DJ Midnight Wolf for the $2 says, I hate printing Flexi Dragons to sell, but have to. Yeah, if you are a more B2C business, yeah, you're going to have to do it because people are going to ask for it. But I think the Dragon looks really good. I think it looks really good. John S. asks what top hat we have. We have the official one. We got one for beta testing. Don't hate me. I don't have it working electrically, so it's just sitting on top of it. So it's no better than anybody else's. I am using the Kadavi plate. It's purple. I saw them at Rocky Mountain. I hadn't heard of them before. Apparently someone in our Discord had asked me if I've ever heard of them months ago. Didn't remember it. I spent $100 with them. Those friggin' plates are good. They're pretty good.
Which plates again? The
Kadavi, KED. Let me just.
Are these the one that Luke was with at 4?
No, that's Tyson.
So I kind of want to get some of those plates to see what they're like. How do you spell it?
It is KDEAVI, Kadavi. KDEAVI, Kadavi. What layer height? 0.16 millimeters. And I used mostly stock settings. I changed a couple of things, but it was mostly stock settings. Yeah, KDEAVI, Kadavi. Terrible name, by the way. Absolutely terrible name. But I bought a plate for the U1, X1 carbon, which will also fit, most Prusas, and the XL. It was $100, even, like, at the show. Gave him the money.
That's pretty good.
You know what? The plate sticks like a hot damn. It stinks really bad. I am told that it's very similar to the Frostbite and the Glacier plates from Big Tree Tech. I don't have one of those for the Snapmaker. But, yeah, I don't know. I liked it. It's a good plate. I ran also with the stock plate. Stock plate works well. And yes, you don't use alcohol to clean it. You cannot use alcohol to clean it. It will peel. So it's very similar to the Big Tree Tech plates.
I wonder if it's a PHA material. Like a PHA blend.
Oh, stinks. Doesn't stink like PHA, but it stinks. So yeah, like, it's funny to see Bambu have this A2L and then Creality release the Ender 3 V3 Mega.
But again, they're not going to sell to the same markets.
So, all right, the thing I actually like the most about the Bambu, and it's something like, and I even call it out in the video, more manufacturers should do this. Bambu has an upgrade path, or an upgrade path. It's a part that clicks onto the tool head for pen plotters, vinyl cutters, and then a third
Yeah,
one.
I do like that. I do like that.
You are clearly targeting the, I want a Cricut, but I don't want to buy a Cricut. I want a 3D printer. I want a pen plotter, but I don't want to buy a separate pen plotter. And like, yeah, I say it in the video. Normally I say, don't buy a multi-purpose machine because it will do all of them terribly. But like, it's a pen plotter and a freaking drag knife. Like, there's not many ways to do those bad. And at that bed size, that's good for decals on cars. That's good for covering up logos on microphones of companies you don't want to support, even though they make decent microphones. It's good. It's good for all these different use cases. And I'm like, yeah, they're going after like the, I hate to paint a picture because it is very much the customer that I was working with yesterday, the Disney mom. Right.
Yep.
This person was, they were a Disney mom. They had Disney tattoos. They themselves self-identified as a Disney mom. They are going after the Disney mom. And when, you know, they expressed a little bit of frustration, I said, Bambu has a new machine coming out that I think actually might interest you because she has a Cricut. She's got a sublimation printer. My God, I need a sublimation printer so bad. I need a sublimation printer so bad. She showed me a shirt that was done with sublimation. Oh my God, it's so good. But it doesn't work on anything other than like really light colors, and your boy gets a little too sweaty for light colors, so we can't use that. Fohammer asks if we're still on the show from last week. Yes, probably. Are we still talking? Yes, we probably are.
Yep.
Hi, Ross. It was great having you on the show last week. But yeah, it's funny, Mitch 3D. Let's hope we don't have another Cricut situation where we have to call out lockdown software issues. Do you know that
we're already doing that? That's already happened. Bambu Lab is over that.
But do you know that was the first video that we did that ever like went big for us, which was kind of interesting. So like the history of this channel has always been keeping companies honest. Always. And yes, Mitch, I do need a DTF printer because like your mother, it's DTF.
I was trying not to make that joke so hard.
I got another your mom joke.
I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you did it. But I was the respectful one. I wasn't gonna do it.
I've met Mitch's mom, and she's a lovely lady.
Look, guys, you've heard it here first. Grant says Mitch's mom is DTF. It's fine. As long as you get the cameraman, fly me over. I've got the cameras. It's fine.
K2 says, call me a Disney mom. I'm making all my own Rep Rap Fest shirts. I really like the cutter. And I think we cut it out of the video. Maybe we didn't. But, like, I feel like Bambu's really, like, not done justice to the H2D with that it can have a cutter and a pen plotter. Like, they really haven't focused on that enough. This is the machine they should have launched. But I am like, yeah, the company that says no more bed slingers and bed slingers are dead. Release another bed slinger.
It releases another bed slinger with more features.
And if you watch that video, you can actually watch me realize that I was wrong at the beginning of the video and just correct it and not worry about it. I initially said that Bambu made a new plate standard, but I learned toward the end of the video that they didn't. It's the same plate from the H series machines. So it's not
really?
Yeah, it's the same as the H2D, H2C, H2S. It's the same plate. Yeah.
Huh.
And so, like,
I mean, it makes sense. Keeps the product stacks smaller.
Yeah, absolutely. And the third party already exists for it. So if you want third party plates, let's say like a Kadavi plate or one of the big Tree Tech plates that requires lower temperature, that lets you print higher temp materials, you might be able to get some decent high temp PETG out of this machine without it going into thermal issues. So, but the HUC is smaller. No, it might be. You're asking the wrong person if you want information about Bambu. I'm just saying. Andrew Rogers with the 10, completing the 10 that we needed to hit the goal for this stream. Thank you very much. And hey, 272 watching, 80 likes. We can pump those numbers up, saying, for the I'm late and you need to start over fund. Sure, yeah. Maybe Ross would be right. We'd still be talking into next week.
Yeah.
Okay. H2D, H2S is different plate to the H2C. Well, that's dumb.
Just use the same plates. Come on, guys. Use the same plates.
Oh, I guess the Vortex system takes up space on the side. Huh.
Even more reason the Vortex is a terrible idea.
Wait, so if you do the H2D to H2C upgrade, does your bed get smaller? Like, do they send you a smaller heat bed?
Huh.
Well, that's dumb.
That's stupid.
That's...
Like, even when we're building a new, bigger printer, we're actually using the same bed plate.
Dumb.
Because I don't want to have 6 different types of bed plates.
You do. You apparently do get a smaller...
Apparently I'm wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, hey, cool. At least they offer that as an upgrade. Prussia.
Is it an upgrade? Here's an upgrade to make your bed smaller. Do it. Like, no, come on.
Okay, even K2 says your bed is smaller, it is dumb. And if K2 is saying that it's dumb from Bambu, honestly, that's fine. Super Chat's blocked my Yo Mama jokes. Did it really? Mitch, send me the Yo Mama joke in a DM. I'll read it on the stream. I don't care. But you have to remember my mother is Cuban, so you better watch out for the heat-seeking chanclas. It's the size of the vision encoder plate. Okay, well, that makes sense. That's the other thing that Bambu is doing. No vision encoder plate for this. Your phone now becomes the calibration system.
Okay. Just bring me up to speed, because I've looked at the vision encoder plate. I never understood it. What does it actually do?
So it's fiducials. So they're using the camera system on the machine to measure where everything is, to like micro adjust, right? Very kind of a clear, decent reason to have it. But they're using the cameras.
I don't believe it.
It works. It works. We people have tested it. It works.
Yeah, but if they're only doing it to tram the machine in with software tramming, you don't need a full plate for that. You just need 4 registry marks.
No, but
1 in each corner.
Better to have it, that's not need it, than need it, not have it. Fine.
Like I've always saw the calibration plates as let's make an aesthetically cool thing to say we're better than others, whereas the actual technology is so dumb and so simple, nobody's going to care that we've added it. Because all it is you, on your magnetic plate, you have 4 marks on the plate in each corner, like they already have straight lines. You measure it, you go, cool, I've got a location and a picture, tram it in that way. Because your tram doesn't change as the machine is moving. It is the same tram across the entire machine.
Fallhammer, can we have the same video tomorrow? Because he's under the embargo.
Actually, you can make the tramming plates even easier. You only need 2 points. At the back, on the left and the right, because if you move forward a little bit and then move diagonally...
Fixed numbers, yeah.
Done. It's a fixed thing. You can now do all 4 axes based on 2 points instead of having 1 in each corner. Again, those plates are a bad engineering decision for a cool technology.
So this one, I have mixed feelings about it. Is it cool that it now uses your phone? Yes.
No.
Well,
absolutely not.
Let me... Okay, fine. Why is it not cool?
Your phone camera does a ton of camera fuckery with it. On top of that, if you don't know the exact pixel resolution or anything else relating to that, you will get misalignment. It's all placebo. Like, I have looked into doing straight line camera scanning on the print head gantry for a military contractor to determine per layer quality. And the end result was, even using like an 8K camera as a straight line encoder camera, you could not get sub-micron or even sub-10 micron accuracy, which is what your printer already does as an accuracy like quality statement. It doesn't work. You can make it work, but there ain't no way you're doing it with a mobile phone camera. There's no way.
So, from a network security stance, I hate this.
Oh, I
But-
didn't even think about that. That's
Oh
awful.
my
as well.
god, yeah, from a network security stance, it's like, oh no, you're forcing me to use your app to calibrate my printer. A pair of these. A pair of these. But I'm not the target audience for this machine. The maker mom, right? Or the Disney mom, they're the target.
But
They're
then why do they
totally
care if
they're
their
fine
machine
with
is out
this.
of tram by 0.1 of a degree?
Ah, okay. For 3D printing, you don't. That much. Vinyl cutting, you will. You'll notice it.
Okay.
You'll notice it there. Same thing with the pen plotter. You'll notice it. My issue is more so that every cell phone camera is a little bit different. I don't even care about
A little bit, a lot different.
I don't even care about the processing. I'm sure Bambu can get the raw, feed from the camera in their app. I'm sure that's possible. However, I'm like, but every camera has a different focal length.
It's not even about the focal length, because you can calibrate for focal length. You can calibrate for distortion. What you can't calibrate for is shutter speed automatically chosen by your phone and you moving. The moment
Look,
you move at all and you get a blurry video,
at 4 p.m. CET tomorrow, we will know, because everybody that has an affiliate link with Bambu will be dropping it right as the embargo ends so that they can get that affiliate money.
I'm going to call it now marketing wankery. That's all it is.
It could be.
It doesn't matter. All you need to tram a machine in is 4 registry points. You don't need anything else at all. You can't use registry marks for bed leveling because the camera resolution isn't good enough to get depth estimation from it. You can't do sub-micron tolerancing because, again, your pixel size on these cameras is not good enough. But again, your printers, when they come out the box, are repeatable for 10 to 15 micron repeatability. And if you're trying to calibrate everything in, it doesn't matter. Your camera is going to get lower resolution than the tramming requires. At worst, it's for really bad axis racking, if they're making their machines even cheaper.
Look, we're going to find out exactly how it works tomorrow from everybody that has it out. I do want to thank Trinket Inc. For the Discord. They joined the members only Discord, where we will be doing a live hangout after the podcast is over. So if you do watch these live and you want to come hang out with us, in the Discord and all that, chat, whatever, you can do that. $10 tier and higher. Yes, it's pay gated. As soon as you enter and you see the amount of help that we provide, you realize why. I mean, somebody joined yesterday and we're already working with them to tailor fit their printer perfectly. Matt's Makerspace said, Ross, have a live stream tomorrow, invite Grant on. That is Bambu. That is career suicide with Bambu. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not invite me on.
Yeah, bring for a Bambu launch stream,
where we leaked information to the public. Don't do that. That's not good for business. Just don't do that.
Mike wants to asking, what do you think about the cauliflower calibration model? I have my own opinions on it.
I have it. First. I bought it. I use it. I got no issues with it.
I think it's fine. I do think it's overcomplicated.
Yes.
You don't need all of those measurements. You just need the outer 4 for a diagonal, a square, and a square, and then you can tram your entire machine in. Because I've worked on it does look cool. But I don't care about cool. I care about, I'm doing this to calibrate my machine. It's a process that I'm not enjoying because I'm making my machine perfect. Once it's done, it's set and forget. I don't want to waste 4 hours printing a part. Just make a cube, let me measure it, give me a height maybe for the Cali lanterns or the cauliflower, and then I can do it. But I don't need 16 million measurements just to calibrate a printer.
I mean, look, a Benchy you can calibrate a printer with too.
Yeah, but it's much harder. You need 3D CT scanning for that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. It's got a load of curved surfaces.
Yes, but those aren't the ones you measure. You measure the porthole.
They're too small. It's too small. Your tolerance based on your filament will
get out of here, Mr. New School. Us old school people, we calibrated with Benchy's. Damn it.
Yeah, so do I. but I don't calibrate my tolerancing with benchies. Your filament is too much of a variable in that. A 300% benchy, I'd tolerance on that. I'd do it on that.
Ross says they know I was in your show, mate. They aren't as bad as people think. I was heavily critical of the X2D. It still have the A2L. They don't withhold products for honesty. Really? Because they banned me from everything for honesty. No, so you don't want. I would say just from a stance of working with a company, you don't want someone that leaked it early being the person you do a launch stream with. It's just I would personally, I would say no to that because I don't want to hurt his relationship with Bambu. If he wants to have me on a stream later in the week to talk about it, let's friggin' do it. And, you know, let's do a what was Grant wrong about, right? Let's have a stream doing that. I am so down. I'm so down. Yeah, the Mocker said they didn't even want Grant talking with Tao at Fornex. They denied us any ability to talk with him at Fornex. They denied us any ability to talk to anybody from higher up in Bambu. And we even had burn boards in hand because people delivered them to us at Formnext. So, I'm sorry. Bambu does ban people for honesty. They just don't like me. And that's okay. That's okay. They are totally... It is well within their prerogative and their professional discretion to not like me. I'm fine with that. But to say they don't ban people for honesty, I'm going to politely disagree with that. You know. Doug says my mother is a variable. She is Cuban. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Yes. Yes. He said, I'm away at the moment, so I can't, but could be fun to chat. Hey, you let me know, homie. I'll make it work. But yeah, I actually think if I had to choose between the V3 Mega and the A2L, I'm probably going to push more toward the A2L.
Yeah, again, I think it'll just be a better, higher quality machine.
It's going to be refined. Where
Bambu
Creality... And
make
look...
good machines across what they do. Creality, however, when they make massive-ass machines, they kind of shit the bed.
Well, like, I have not used their synthetic marijuana line of machines. So, like, I can't tell you if those are, like, a new leaf of Creality. My last, like, Creality machine was a V2, Ender 3 V2. I have the Creality CR Scan Raptor, but I can't update it because it's so stupid that it requires you to download an app, which I'm not doing because I should not have to download an app to use an effing 3D scanner, and so I can't use it. So it's a brick. Actually, if someone wants a CR Scan Raptor locally in Tampa, friggin' I'll sell it to you at a great price. Because, like, I can't use it. It serves me no use. You have to update it to be able to use it. And I'm not going to do that. Because it requires, like, connecting to the internet and using a cell phone. I'm not doing that stuff. It's not my problem that Creality didn't design it right. But yeah, like, I want to believe that Bambu is going to have a better out-of-the-box solution, but, dude, this CFS Nano on the Spark i7, go to their Twitter.
Okay.
It looks so good. It's so imagine an A1, right?
You know, I'm not actually gonna open. I'm not gonna open the browser because the moment I opened it, I lost like 20 frames.
Okay, here I will copy the image and I will send it to you in Discord so you can just look at the you can look at the preview. I love that concept. I love that concept. I love that concept. Put it on the Z of the machine. 2 on each side. Are you still there? Okay.
I am.
They're like,
there we go.
LMAO Jacob is lagging. I don't actually know if you are. I'm like, I don't know if
I was. I opened Discord and it did it again. I think it might be time I get a new laptop. This laptop has survived for 5 years.
Yeah, it's probably time.
Being abused with CAD.
I should say my laptop is 6 years old and it can still do my laptop did all the streaming for Heat and Hot Seat.
Like
it's a Ryzen integrated laptop.
I think it is literally it's a memory issue. I think it only has 6 gigs of RAM, and I've given it like a 30 gig page file, just so it can open certain programs. But I think whenever it writes to the page file, the entire laptop just goes, ugh.
So, all right, Ross says, what I forgot to say in the show last week, which I said in my call with you, if I recommend a machine now, I can recommend a Bambu, who are controversial, or I could recommend a worse machine from a brand who won't support you. And you know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I think if we recommend Bambu, as long as we include the current caveats that are going on, I think that's above board. I think if we look at someone and say, nah, honestly, a Bambu is going to be the best fit for you, then as long as we mention the current issues that are going on, I think it's fair. Ross says, what do we think of the Creality INDX? You should have came earlier. That's what we started talking about. The Klitek. We're not entirely certain that it is an induction machine because it does have USB-C going to the tool head. So we're honestly not certain if it is induction. But look, I reached out to my reps at Creality and said, I want it. I want a Klitek. I want to get that new Space Pi since it can go like 110C. That sounds nice to me. And I want the Pika. Even though I will shred the Pika for its naming scheme, I still want to try it out as a scanner. It looks like it's the size of a friggin' GoPro. Right.
Like, if they've been able to shrink all that tech down, because in reality, as we all know, scanning tech hasn't changed. The cameras are the same, the sensors are the same. It's the processing that's changed.
Well,
so if they've just been able to
smaller, to be clear.
Yeah, but not really. Yes, but no.
They've been packaged better. Let's go with that.
Yeah. And if they've just like figured out, oh yeah, we could just add a battery, shrink it down, offboard the processing, done.
Screen, memory, internal processing.
Yeah, like if they've just been able to shrink it down and they've packaged it differently with the same tech, I'm all here for it.
I
don't need a massive ass thing to do the same job as a small thing. Like, yeah.
I didn't even think about this. Oh my god, Firehammer, no. Klitek, emphasis on clip. So Creality finally found it. Oh my god. Oh god. There's no way I could get away with that in a video. I can get away with your mom jokes, but I don't think I could go that far on anatomy jokes.
Oh, you can. But you 100% can.
Honestly, I didn't even notice that. Now they're not. Now they went from synthetic marijuana to female anatomy.
I mean, I'm here for it. I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, John S. said I made a joke about men not being able to find this tool at the start. I missed that joke. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I think I can make jokes about this. Oh, it's so good. Lorianne Brown said, I think Klitek is Clipper and Vortec. Could be.
I mean, to keep the name working, I'm here for it.
So Ross said he'll absolutely call it Klitek in his review, so it means he's getting one. Cool. I want one. Yes, pair those with Cuck Tech batteries. Yes, that's right.
That is true.
I actually have some of their batteries. They're decent batteries.
They're decent. I've got some. They're actually all right.
And I just get to say it's the wife's boyfriend's battery. Yeah, I do want to check out the Pika. I have wanted one of these M1 and R1 shredders and spoolers since I saw it at Rapid, and saw that, like, because like you and I initially were like, there is no way that they are getting a kilo an hour, and honestly, it might actually do it. Oh, he says he's not getting one. He'll have to buy it. If I can get one, great, but I'll probably buy it if I can't. But I'd like to get one early so we can beat the piss out of it and see. Is that making it squirt? Anyways, the M1 and R1, I know that we've talked about it a little bit. the metrics on it financially don't work. However, I still want one. Because, like, for me, like... Yeah,
even
here.
if the metrics aren't accurate, it's still better than nothing.
This is how old school I am. Okay, look, I still haven't taken the sticker off from old mainstays. Look at what it says. You know what PCL is? What's PCL, Jacob? What's PCL?
Polychloride something?
Oh, I don't know, but I don't know what it stands for. But PCL is a plastic that melts really, really, really low temperatures. Yeah.
It's what they add to the kids' 3D printing pens. Is PCL.
Okay, so it was called polymorph back then. ESUN polymorph. It is 60 degrees Celsius, and it becomes soft and malleable. Yep.
I've used it in the past to clone Games Workshop objects, where you kind of heat it up, you make it malleable, then you push Games Workshop sprues into them, and then you can green stuff them.
I want to make PCL filament.
No, don't do it.
I want to do it.
No.
Let me do it.
You can buy PCL filament.
I don't care.
Why make it when you can buy it?
Because it's fun. Ugh, sorry, you got to see my ass for a bit. Yeah, because it's fun, and like I still have raw pellets back from when we were making our own filament. Like we used to. I've shown this on the channel before. Like that is filament. It'll focus. I hope. Focus. Oh my god. Go ahead, please. Thank you. This is filament that we made at 3D Musketeers. Look at how dusty it is. That will tell you how old it is. This is really, really old filament. Its diameter is terrible. Its consistency is terrible. It's got voids. It probably has hair in it. This was from a Philistrutor. From a Philistrutor. I still want to do it because we end up with a fair bit of like drops and waste. I think it's cool to do the recycling thing, but I think it's more cool to experiment with polymers that just aren't. They're just not a thing. And we can make it ourselves. And I think that's cool. I think that's cool. The lasers, the Creality diabetes, I don't care too much about. That's the A1C. Again, guys, do your research on the names. A1C is like a diabetic thing. It's your blood sugar. Like, guys, come on. You went from synthetic weed to female anatomy, now to diabetes. I guess you are really trying to break into America. It's the T1. The T1, I actually quite like. Now, I thought it was a 5-in-1 unit, but from what users said on Twitter, it is actually a you change out the laser units themselves. It's not there's not 5 lasers in one machine. You just change out you change it out.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. They're claiming a 15-second swap. The MOPA and the 5-watt UV. What?
Just quick update. Doug has sent me some information. He's found in their animation for the Klitek that it looks like it's a traditional heater core.
Oh yeah, I see that too. Yes, it is absolutely a traditional heater core. That's what that looks like to me.
So it's probably a low mass PTC.
15-second material changes, 5-second nozzle swapping. Yeah, it's just going to be a low mass PTC, which I don't hate either. That is
neither do I.
That is more of a like Creality way of doing things, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. What? And Liz just sent me a thing from Bambu's Maker World community. They're trying to take Print Fix Friday away. They're using #PrintClinic. So you know what? F them. I'm going to adopt it too. The doctor is in. I'll grab my lab coat. The doctor is in. It's time for print clinic.
Can we do like a house style intro
I have a
or
cane.
like a scrub style intro? Just like moving around you, all that, just like 4 seconds, and then it's like clinic is open. Just something like that.
I mean, look, I am totally fine with. Let me see. Haymakers,
Yeah, a
bad
scrub
for
style
Slayer,
intro.
spaghetti
There we go.
print. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Whether you're brand new or you've already rescued a dozen failed prints, you're welcome. You can find it on the Bambu Lab website in their academy. You can't wait for a reply. Get instant triage from our online tech support. Honestly, that's great. That's a great way to describe it. You know what? I'm okay with this. More people helping people. I think the fun thing is going to be how wrong are people actually going to be. It's an interesting concept. I do like it. I feel really bad for Bambu Labs technical support that's about to be inundated with this shit. But whatever. That's a decision that they made internally, I guess. But you know what? I don't hate that. But now I'm going to also use hashtag print clinic just to piss them off. Because what are they going to do? Ban me again?
Yeah.
So yeah, this Falcon T1, I like this idea. I like the idea of being able to change the laser modules. I want the MOPA 60 watt, diode 40 watt, and UV 5 watt. And like, that's pretty much my perfect portable laser. There's like one stupid thing.
Go on.
I don't know how good their software is.
Probably ass.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's $11,000 with all the stuff, with all the modules.
11,000.
$11,000.
Sorry, I'm going to X-Tool again. For
Yeah.
2,500 to get the same machine.
Like, I'm a diehard Lightburn guy. I have been a supporter of Lightburn since they first came out. I was like, because I was using oh my god, what the hell was it called? RD Works? Yeah, RD Works. RD Works, which is just a terrible program. Terrible laser program. As soon as Lightburn came out, I bought it. Right? Like, wasn't even gonna question it.
Oh, they support Lightburn.
Yes,
on
they
their
do.
front page.
Yes, they do.
They do
And
support Light.
to X-Tool's credit, they do for the most part too. X-Tool's own, like, X-Tool Creative Space is so good. It is so... If you do anything with vector graphics, or you get something that you need to convert to lines to put it into Fusion, or you get someone sends you a logo and you want to, like, turn that logo into an SVG, you know how much of a bitch that is normally? The trace feature in X-Tool, which is a free program, by the way, really, really good. Really good. Yeah, Ross says that Lightburn needs serious overhaul. I think it does. It needs more like UI and UX work. And you know what? I know a lot of the Lightburn team. I think they'll admit that their stuff is way more toward the tinkerer than it is the Lightburn is the Prusa of laser software, right? Where X-Tool is the Bambu of laser software.
Come on, guys. Somebody just needs to vibe code a new front end and not change anything in the back end.
I really like I have an X-Tool F1. And they sent it to us. I use the hell out of it to make business cards. That's the only thing I use it for. I custom made a drop-in jig for it that fits metal business cards, and I make my metal business cards with it. I even make my wood ones with it. I really like that laser. I really like that laser. Now, mine, the lid doesn't go all the way down anymore. I don't know what happened there, but it doesn't stop it from working. Just don't look at the little tiny opening slit that you can see. I really like the F2 Ultra from X-Tool. And I liked the Falcon T1, but at 11,000 effing dollars, guys,
That's a lot.
Guys, I get that, you know, to get that same stuff from other brands, you're looking at like 20,000 plus. But I will tell you, if you have a 60-watt MOPA, it is unlikely that you also need a 20-watt fiber. If you have the 40-watt diode, it is also unlikely that you want the 20-watt diode. So the UV 5-watt is 3,600. The MOPA 60-watt is 4,500. So that puts us at $7,000. Is that good math? No, it puts us at $8,000.
Yeah.
Okay, 10.5 is literally the 3. That's the 3. It basically takes you to 10.5. And you don't get the other 2. So really, and look, they might end up
Again,
with...
it's a lot where a lot of the lasers kind of overlap in their uses. A MOPA can do very similar output as the fiber. It's just a pulsed fiber.
Yeah. Why would you get a non-MOPA when you can get a MOPA? Like, why?
I would just go to a MOPA straight away, and that's it. I wouldn't need anything else.
And why would you go with a 20-watt diode when you can get a 40-watt? Now, with the CO2 lasers, there is a reason that you would go for a lower laser. And I don't know if it's the same for diodes. Because with CO2, there's a bare minimum. And it's normally like 15% power is what gets you output. Yep. So if you're running a 100-watt laser, your minimum output is much higher than that of a 40-watt laser. I don't know if that's the same for fiber and diode lasers. I don't know, because it's not something that I really play with a lot. I want to play with it more, and I love the X-Tool one that can do the cubes. You know, those 3D cubes. Those are just cool.
They're cool.
Tripods Garage talks about it a bunch. I know he does the lasers and stuff like that. We are starting a third channel. We have the name for it. I'm not going to announce it. Yeah, I'm not going to announce it. I'll send it to you. We talked about it in the Discord a little bit, and one of the Discord members actually came up with the name. However, I don't want to announce it just yet. I want to make sure that I have all the social medias locked down first before we do it. But here, I'll send it to you. This is going to be the third channel name.
I love it and hate it.
Yeah, it's really
I hate it for the reason I love it.
It's so good. And GP3D, I owe that man a very nice dinner in New York City, because he is the one that came up with the Making Sawsome name, and we presented...
That has stuck.
It's a great name. And we presented a bunch of names to our Discord, like, hey, these are ones that we're thinking of. What do you guys think? What's your favorite? And he threw the name out there. I'm like, oh, shit, that's a great name. It's such a great name. And so we're going to use it. I already locked down the YouTube for it. I bought the web domain. I have most of the social medias. I got to make sure I get the others. I'm at a point where I don't know. I want to lock down the other social medias, but I think I'm really only going to focus on Instagram and YouTube. I don't think I'm going to do TikTok. I don't think I'm going to do Twitter for any of that. I think I'm just going to focus on Instagram and YouTube. So, Samboozer said, can you tease target audience of the third channel? Yes. Yes, we can. Oh, and Ross is out of here. We'll see you later, dude. Have fun with your real-life Fallout. That sounds like fun. It is going to be the Things That Don't Fit on 3D Musketeers channel. So more of like vlogs in my day-to-day life. You'll see more food content on there. You're going to see the full shop build out that we're doing. A lot of off-grid and homesteading based content. Solar, batteries. Might even do like concrete 3D printing stuff. Yeah, there's a lot. And it's good. I'm really excited for it. I don't think we're going to do any firearm related content just because that's difficult. Omar asked if it's going to be gun range content. But we do have a dedicated 2A channel in the Discord. So there is that. If that's your kind of thing and you want to talk about it, you can do it there. It does appear that the Creality Falcon T1 can do those cubes that I like. I'm kind of down for it.
The cubes are nice.
But, like, dude, 11
It's
grand.
quite spenny. It is quite spenny.
40 grand or 10 grand's a lot of money. I'm looking at the Okay, the 5-watt UV laser can do the cubes. Um, and then the MOPA does the selective bluing on materials, which I've always thought is cool. And like, if you're in a very pro 2A area and there is nobody else using a fiber laser with MOPA on PMags, you should be the one that does it because you can
That's a lot
selectively
of
blue.
money.
What?
That's a lot of money. Like doing that.
Oh,
Doing that as a
oh, oh!
job.
I'm like
Doing that as a job.
the MOPA fiber lasers are not expensive.
No, is it like if you're the only one that can do that, being able to selectively blue certain things as well as marking other things?
Well, so you do the PMags, which have some metal in them, and you selectively blue the American flag and stuff like that onto it.
Yep.
And
they'd pay a load for that.
they pay a lot for because it's indelible.
Mm.
Right? Tactical Koala said you had me at solar batteries. Yeah, so the new shop expansion, which it's a separate building, it's an out parcel, will be 100% off grid. It will be fully self-sustaining as a like power operation system, and ideally it actually will also backfeed my house so that my house can go fully off grid too. So, like, whenever I'm out in the garage streaming, that stream is always off-grid. We always do those off-grid because we have enough battery power to do it. But yeah, it's living in Florida, being able to generate my own power is something that, like, living on the west coast of Florida, it was never something that was that big of a deal to me. But since Hurricane Milton and Helene, it became a big thing. And so we're going to be discussing that heavily on that channel. So if you do want to follow that, when we are ready to publicize it, you'll know. But the name has been decided. Barking Calder said I was shy and did not meet Granite Remerve. Oh, you should have come up, dude. I think I'm very easy to meet with and very open and all that. I'm very socially awkward. That's true. Mm-hmm. I'm very socially awkward.
Very. Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm the same person on camera as I am off camera. I just cuss a little more off camera, I guess. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, let me see what else is going on here. Because, like, what are your thoughts on these printed shoes?
I like them. But I don't like them for the reason other people like. I like them from style aesthetics only because I have a personal style and I'm a 3D printing person. So wearing something 3D printed builds my brand image because I'm now wearing something that I sell my life towards.
Yep.
And I can get them in a custom colorway that I want for my aesthetic. Now, my aesthetic, I'm not wearing it right now, is white with 20% purple. It started with the Trash Taste Podcast shirt, which is white with this royal purple, and it's kind of overtaken my entire life. White and purple are now my personal colors. I have my sword fighting gambeson and my leggings, all of it's white and purple, really tastefully done. I have techwear in white and purple, like all of my clothing, like specifically white and purple, and I'm getting a white and purple suit eventually. Like I will have a white and purple getup, and having white and purple shoes is not something I can just get at the moment, especially not that is related to 3D printing. So I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
Are they a bit of a gimmick? Yes, because they're not doing what I like, which is custom sizing for everyone's feet.
Polyfab reached out. Polly, Polyfab. They reached out. We are going to go through the collab with them. There's no money, but they want to send me a pair of custom 3D printed shoes. So I have to take measurements of my feet to see what sizes fit.
Now that I'm for.
They come in all black, all white, all orange. So you know what color I went with. Orange.
Yeah.
And why? And it's not a Prusa thing. I did it because I want the statement piece. I want the things to be like, why the hell are your shoes orange? They're 3D printed. Excuse me? It's like, I wanted their nicer pair. They're sending me, I think it's the Cloud Arrow. I wanted the nicer pair that's like designed for more rugged work, but they told me that their Arrow pairs can handle dancing. So this will be the second or third time I've ever danced on video. For those who don't know, I used to be a semi-professional swing dancer. So
Yep,
some people
grounded
know that
swinging
about me,
confirmed.
some people don't. But prior to my back injury, I used to get paid to go to events and dance. Semi-professional, right? There are 2 videos you can see me dancing in. The first tour of Printed Solid that we ever did, Amber and I are dancing in it. It's only for like 3 or 4 seconds, but there's a clip of us dancing in Printed Solid's old atrium. I think there's a clip of us dancing when I got my head shaved at Smurf. But I don't know if we ever publicized that. And I think there might be one more, but this will be a video where we test 3D printed shoes, and one of those places is going to be when I go out dancing in them. And so I'm going to see how they perform against my actual dance shoes that are sueded. So they have a suede bottom. So they slide, they slip. So I might need to powder these shoes to get them to slide a little bit, but I want to see how they actually, how they actually stand up. So I will have a buddy of mine who happens to also be a cinematographer and photographer be the one that films Amber and I dancing in 3D printed shoes. I don't know if I can. I should have them send a pair for Amber too.
I mean, it'll be really
I'm gonna do
interesting
that.
to see
I'm gonna tell them
how
they got to do both.
comfy they are. Because that's what I'm interested in, is how comfy are they, and did they actually make them to your size? Because that's what 3D printed shoes should be about, is
Yep.
perfectly fitting shoes for your feet.
Well, like they have a whole sizing guide of how to do it, and I'm like, this is kind of what I want. Like they want you to put your foot up against a wall, trace it on a piece of paper, measure that both for width and length so you can figure out the size that you need and then order that size. I am so down for that. I don't know if they allow you to order different sizes, because sometimes people are different sizes, but then you also have people like Tripod, who, if the name wasn't obvious, maybe he's well endowed, I don't know. He only has 1 leg. He only needs 1 shoe. But I know there's like, he talks about there's a community of amputees that like, yeah, this is my shoe size. I only need this side. Does someone else need the other side? I got you. And I'm like, that's awesome. I'm super cool. And like that, I love seeing that kind of stuff. Like, yeah. Oh, was there pie? There was pie that you were missing?
Yep. Dan,
bad.
Rosie's brother, made shepherd's pie. And I'm like,
oh, that's not the pie I was expecting. Shepherd's pie. I can make shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie is great, though.
Shepherd's pie is good. Okay. A tangent into food real quick.
Making salsa!
Yeah,
Let's go!
I have been very burned out on rotisserie chicken every single week. I normally go to Costco, I get my emotional support chicken, and I do different ways to flavor it up. Amber has been doing these 1-pot meals, and she does it all in the rice cooker. She'll throw a couple of chicken thighs in there, spice the shit out of it, and she gets like 2 or 3 meals out of it. I've been doing that recently. Boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Get it from Aldi's. Aldi's nuts, obviously. And it has been so good. I put some... it was curry. Masaman curry.
Yep.
I had a couple... I have cans of it. And it's like... It's
good.
It would be like a curry cube, right? But it's a can, so it's... highly flavored.
We get big bags of it.
Well,
we go through so much.
Oh, these are like cans from the... I might say this... so it's MD Oriental. It's the Asian market, but it's called MD Oriental. So if I say Oriental market, it's because that's what it's called out here. It's called MD Oriental. That's the name of the freaking place, okay? Anyways... Founder Store First said, do I eat it over the sink in my underwear? Wouldn't you like to know? I don't own a Bambu A1, and my machines aren't connected to the internet, so I couldn't, you wouldn't know anyways. $10 tier and higher, I guess. But I recently, so I split them up into bags of 2 or 3, spiced them differently, and I said, ooh, I should put a can of the curry in there. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good, Jacob. It was so good. Like, bro, I am all of a sudden, like, excited to eat again. Like, food, my relationship with food recently has been very, like, I need you to survive and not be cranky. I've been kind of burned out.
I very much, I have to change my protein. Otherwise, I get food just it's the same. Because I can tell it's the same protein.
Yeah.
The one that I've recently done, which is by recently, it was like a month ago now. We bought a flank steak, like the worst beef steak you could get.
Eye round is the worst.
It like literally, this is the cheap stuff from the butcher that they couldn't sell.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to try putting it in the slow cooker, but we velvetized the beef. So you put baking soda and corn flour on it. You let it soak in for like 30 minutes. Then you just fry off the edges to get a bit of browning. And then in the slow
Maillard
cooker,
reaction.
it made such a tender, tasty, please use MSG, beef curry that I've ever had.
Put MSG in my chicken. Okay,
always put MSG in.
I kind of did. I used a kimchi base, which has a lot of MSG.
I mean, yeah, that added a bit.
So
that reminds me. Actually, that does remind me. I'm buying MSG now because I've almost run out of.
You gotta have MSG.
I need to buy more MSG.
And I'm sure that Masaman curry paste had it. So instead of buying a rotisserie chicken, which hilariously is a lot cheaper than buying boneless, skinless chicken thighs, I'm gonna spend extra money buy boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I'm gonna I still have 2 bags in my fridge right now. I might go out today, but I'll probably just go out tomorrow because it'll be easier. And like, dude, it's so good.
There you go, guys. 1 kilo of MSG.
How much is that?
£7.20.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Is it more expensive for you?
Oh yeah.
This is a kilo. Like it's the real stuff. It's not like the bougie we repackaged it. No, this is the stuff that you actually want to use.
Of course, my local Asian market, MD Oriental, does not even have a functioning website. Let's go to Amazon. MSG. 16 ounces, $7.25.
What's 16 ounces
1
in
pound.
kilos? So half a kilo.
A little bit under that, yeah. It's 454 grams.
So you're paying the same for half.
Yep. Pretty much. And
sucks to be American.
And my currency goes less far too, so but all MSG is basically created equal. Yeah.
I mean it is. It's literally the same. Yeah. It's my favorite E number.
MSG is not bad for you. The anti-MSG sentiments are rooted in American racism towards Asians. Yes, that is true. That is true. Masaman is great. I do like a peanut curry. I like a peanut curry as well.
Wait.
He said that.
Real question. Because this is how I love to troll people, but I'm going to see if it works on you. Do you know the E number for MSG?
I don't even know what E number means.
So, you know, like before they were calling things like sunset yellow and everything, they just had a code of E numbers for every chemical.
Yeah. I don't know what it is for MSG.
It's 621.
Okay.
Please Google E number 621. Just E621.
Monosodium glutamate.
And wait, what? Do you have safe search on?
No. Oh, I have to go to images?
No, but that would be hilarious.
There's nails. I see like
really?
And K621 EXT wheel loader specifications. Hell yeah.
My troll meme doesn't work anymore.
So
because you don't have the same search. That's interesting because if you search E621, it's the biggest furry porn website in the world.
So
which
I
think
up
is
E
hilarious.
Number 621. So let
me.
I'm not clicking this link because I can see the. I'm not clicking this.
Google images it. It gets better.
Images.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Yep, we're gonna move on from that
because that's how on the back of every packet in the UK it was just E for E number, and I just love the fact that my favorite salt, which is monosodium glutamate, if you tell people you like MSG and they Google it, because they only remember the E number in the UK, not the fact it's monosodium glutamate, they're just immediately met with hardcore furry porn, and it's great.
Mad Cat
Makes me
says his
smile.
eyes. You owe a staff member new eyes. DJ Midnight Wolf says 3-pound rotisserie chicken from Sam's is $5. I know. I go to Costco. I'm a Costco guy. Is Tarzman, are you still listening to this? Is Tarzman still here? If he is, I can't say something. If he's not, then I will. I don't know if he's still here. Hold on. Let me see if I can tag him. He's not. Okay. So Jonathan doesn't know this yet, but I'm going to Chicago in a couple of weeks. There won't be I guess there could be an episode that week, but there probably won't be. But that Costco, that local Costco in Chicago, is one of the testing stores, and they have the chicken tenders in the food court, which very few other Costco's have. So I'm gonna send him a video from it and piss him off.
Also, Rob Lutter, I can never pronounce it right, is right.
Steak, yeah.
Rub it on a steak. It makes it amazing. Like if you can sous vide, put a bit in your sous vide bag because it permeates through the entire steak. You have now made the best steak you will ever have. Even restaurants don't do that good because they don't add MSG.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason MSG is like added to so many cheap products because it makes them not taste cheap. You add it to good products, and now you feel like you're an actual like high-end restaurant chef. And there is no downsides. I've done full research into it because, again, the UK grew up with this time of MSG bad because xenophobia, and it's completely irrational. There's no downsides. Like you can do the research yourself, and I always recommend people do their own research. But look at peer-reviewed medical journals for MSG.
Yep.
And what you see is they give it to cancer patients to help them digest because it opens their appetite and stops rejection. They give it to babies in certain baby formula because, again, it helps stop colic and all of that sort of stuff because, again, it
MSG's
stops rejection.
Good. Try it.
Good.
If you are new to MSG, don't overdo it. You are not Salt Bae. Sprinkle it very sparingly,
yeah,
okay?
A small amount goes a long way. MSG isn't like regular salt. If you add double the amount, it doesn't make it twice as tasty. Your mouth can only accept an amount of MSG. If you add double it, you don't taste the difference.
Go get one of these and scare your local police officers. Go get a gram scale and measure out. I want you to use about 1 gram on a steak. That's all I want. It's not a lot. That's all I want you to use. I don't want you to use a lot. Start with a very small amount. Measure it out. Get a scale. These scales are cheap. These batteries are probably dead.
Grant is going way too autistic on this. Get a teaspoon, and that's all you need.
Oh, the batteries aren't even dead.
Literally, a teaspoon is the Japanese method. Put a teaspoon, put it in. That's all you need. Now your thing is tasty. I just wing it, and I just pour it from the bag. I'm like, that's about a month. But you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way.
I'm sure it does. I'm very much an accuracy person. I use this when I'm mixing my own glue.
Yeah, but MSG doesn't get better if you add more.
If you add too much, I think it can overdo it.
You do get an MSG taste, but that's because you're tasting your mouth, not the food.
Look,
have you ever just had MSG in your mouth just to see what it's like?
Taste of it.
And then you're like,
taste of it.
Don't worry, that's not the taste. That's your mouth.
God damn it, Jonathan.
You're tasting your mouth.
He was in the chat. He said, have fun in Chicago. You absolute piece of garbage. You piece of garbage. He's not in the chat, though. I can't tag him in the chat. How does he know? How is he listening? God. I'm upset.
Yeah.
You still don't know the video I'm going to make and send to you, so there. We have Portillo's out here, but yes, I'll probably get Portillo's out there.
Yep.
Anyways.
Oh, that's also a big tip. Anyone in the UK, add MSG to your tomatoes. The tomatoes in the UK are shit. Adding MSG makes them actually taste like tomato now. Pro tip.
I'm now sad that Jonathan heard it. I couldn't tag him in the chat. This is
Yeah.
bullshit. Anyways, so what are like our overall thoughts? Like, I have a renewed kind of like good vibe for
Creality.
Creality.
I
Yeah.
will probably be buying Creality stocks.
I don't know if we can,
It's gone IPO.
but I don't know in what market.
Uh, IPO which market?
Hong Kong. It's in Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, then I can buy stocks there.
How can you buy stocks in Hong Kong?
Like I can buy stocks in America.
Okay.
You
Wow.
just go to their market and you buy
It,
them.
it was up 80% from its IPO price on opening day. Great.
Exactly.
Great
I
deal.
wish I put it in then because that would have been great.
Well, you would have had to be able to buy at the IPO price, which it almost never does.
No, you never get that.
Um,
And normally it takes like a week for them to open the stocks up across all the markets. But like some are saying it's Hong Kong, some are saying Singapore Stock Exchange. Like, yeah, you can buy foreign stocks, no issues. It's just you have to fill out paperwork for their stock market, and then you have to follow their rules for that stock.
what is it trading under? I want to know what it's trading under.
Bit of Googling probably would
Like
find
that's
that.
I care about their stock ticker.
But the
Right.
reason I'd buy Creality stocks isn't because I think they're going to survive. It's because the industry's growing. If they stay exactly the same level of influence and the industry doubles in size, your stocks are now worth twice as much.
Clownhammer said it's END3. That would be hilarious. That's not right, but that would be hilarious. Yeah, so they raised 1.38 billion in Hong Kong, approximately 177 million through the issuance of 73 million H shares. Their IPO experienced tremendous retail demand, oversubscribed over 3,800 times. The stock opened at 33.88 Hong Kong. First day of trading, an 80% surge from its initial IPO price of $18.80 HK. So, okay, it's 33. Their actual like exchange ID is 3388. Okay,
That's
that
neat.
is, yeah, it's HKEX colon space 3388. That's how you find it. It's actually down right now.
Buy.
Yeah.
Not financial advice.
Not financial advice. So its previous close was like 18. It says it's up 21% today, but it's currently trading at 22.80 Hong Kong dollars.
Yeah, I'd probably just dump $1,000 into it and see what happens.
I don't know if I would dump that much. This is not financial advice, obviously, but I would say that for those of you that run businesses, it might not be a bad idea to grab at least one share, because at that point you are now a co-owner, you are a shareholder.
No, wrong. H shares.
What's the difference? I don't know what that
They
means.
give you. There's a difference between a director and being a shareholder. A shareholder, like take Nvidia, you've
Well,
got
you're
A
definitely a
shares
shareholder.
and you've got B shares. I'm a shareholder of Nvidia. I have A shares and B shares. But if I only bought B shares, I own bits of the company, but I get zero rights with that.
Yeah.
And that's what Creality have. You aren't technically a shareholder because you have no say. You don't have voting rights.
Hold on. So, okay. And this is the AI overview from Google, so grain of salt this. H shares are shares of companies incorporated in mainland China that are listed and traded on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The H stands for Hong Kong. Key characteristics of H shares include foreign accessibility. Unlike mainland China A shares, which are primarily restricted to domestic investors, H shares are freely available to foreign and international investors. They are dominated trading in Hong Kong dollars. While regulated by Chinese law regarding operations, they must adhere to stringent international listing and reporting standards of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The benchmark performance of H shares is tracked by the Hang Seng China Enterprise Index, the HSCEI, also known as the H share index. So, okay, it's not the same. It does, I think it is important. So, like, every shipping company that we use, we have a share of their stock should they be a publicly traded company. Every major corporation that we do business with that is publicly traded, I own a share of their stock. Except the really expensive ones, then I own a portion of a share of their stock. To me, it is important to have that. I've told the story of visiting a UPS distribution center, right? At like late at night, then going to a strip club.
Yep.
Which was actually related to 3D printing, to deliver parts to, deliver material to the DJ who was helping me out with a project. But yeah, the only reason I got that far is because I was a shareholder. And I said, look, you can't stop me from showing up to a shareholder meeting. You can't stop me from having my voice heard. You are about to tank my business because the one thing you're supposed to be doing right, you're doing wrong. So you need to make this right, or I'm going to make it a problem for you. The guy's like, is that a threat? I said, I hate to be the one to say this. It's not a threat. It's a promise. Because I'll be there. Because I'll have nothing but time at that point. And that is how I got into a UPS distribution center at 11-ish at night.
I need to do that because I've been getting really annoyed at our failure rate for shipping with UPS in America.
Yeah. We had a couple of users in our Discord have broken bottles. It's why I told you not to use glass.
It's not even the glass. That's the thing that's really annoying me. So we've got 3 generations of boxing. The first one was we had 2 failures with. The second one we had 2 failures with, and we improved them. The third one is the most padded it's ever been. We got rid of the 3D printed shock absorption on the inside and the negative fill. It's now full void fill with bubble wrap insulation, taped closed, all of this. We threw it off our roof, could not break it. And they're still showing up broken. Somebody's ended up being like crushed into a mailbox. I'm like, why?
So,
but
here's what you want to do. You can do the same thing that Ellie did from Cocoa Press.
Yeah.
You want to put a data logging thing in it. She specifically was looking for temperature, so she sent a box of chocolate from Philly to Florida and had a data logger in it. And I downloaded the data log, sent it to her, and then she included a return label to send the data logger back to figure out, do we need refrigeration cooling when we're sending chocolate? You can do the same thing with an accelerometer that can measure drop hits and things like that.
I've already got one in the mind. It's a little, basically, AirTag replacement that has an accelerometer on board for vibration. Because at the moment, we've done 98 in our newest batch, have just gone out, 98 bottles. And we've got about a 6% failure rate. And that's higher than I want. I want a 1% failure rate.
Less.
But when we scale up, it needs to be sub 0.01. And we're still trying to figure out, like, we might have one that had like tightening issues where it was over tightening them.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out from like
we had one that after we reset that might be under tightened, even though it was torqued to the right torque level. We're still figuring it out. So, but anyone who does have issues, and if you're watching this, we will replace them.
The way around that,
don't have to worry about it.
In my opinion, is to use like a piece of tape or something that like easily peels off. David Conner said his came and he had to reject it due to extreme processing charges far above the tariff.
You got processing charges?
I guess he did. I don't know. I didn't order any in that first bit because they were sold out before we were done streaming.
Send me any information you have on what you were charged.
He's in the Discord. So
send me everything you've got. You should only have been charged 10% as your tariff code. There shouldn't have been any other charge other than your 10% tariff.
Or 15, whatever the hell. There's brokerage fees. There might be brokerage fees from UPS and others.
Yeah, but we pay that on our side.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
because we do DDP.
So David,
might be DAP
if you can, I will tag the both of you in the Making Awesome podcast. Although he's not that active on Discord.
Oh, this is a good point. Was it bought through Prima, 3D Prima, or was it bought through us? Because we're not, we don't see their shipping lanes.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know where he bought it. Well,
Yeah, send
It'll
me
be a
all the
lesson learned
information
no
you've
matter
got,
what. I pinged the
and
both of you in the Making Awesome podcast channel so you guys can see whose names are. If not, David, email me and I'll help you out. $6 tariff, $40 processing charge by UPS. Yeah,
that's insane. That's
totally
insane.
get rid of that. Yeah, no, absolutely
No,
not. 0 out of 10. And that's not Jacob's fault, to be clear, I don't think. But yeah, all clean's been interesting. I hope that we can get the packaging sorted. Packaging sucks. And again, you're welcome.
yep.
You know my address. If you want to send things to me, just
We
let me
have an
know.
entirely new box. It's
Okay.
half the size. Hopefully, it means they can actually deliver it through letterboxes instead of going into a postal box, which will reduce the rejection rate for damage. It will reduce the shipping cost. It should, because there's now no more void fill. It's direct fill. So the padding for the bottles will be directly in contact with the cardboard. It will mean that they ship safer because the glass is really strong. It's only when there's like sudden load forcing does it become weak. And one of the the little niggles in our head was maybe because we had so much void fill, if it got crushed in just the wrong way because it was too big, it can then crumple the void fill.
Yep.
So we've got a new box design. We're trialing that. We've got another 100 boxes of that so we can test that. Um, we're gonna get it perfect. And
It takes
anyone
time.
who's caught in the crossfire, we will replace your
Yep.
bottles. We want you to have the best experience possible.
Is there a good email they can use, or do you want me to give them one of ours?
You can either use admin at construct-3d.com, or Grant can supply you with one. Or
Yeah.
you could just email Grant.
You can email. Just use YouTube at 3dmusketeers.com if that's easier
Yep.
for you guys. Email us. I'm going to make a dedicated podcast email, so that way we can kind of track that stuff, and that way people have questions from the podcast, they can email us directly from the podcast.
Yep.
But it's not set up, so I don't want to give you what it will be.
If anyone is in the Discord, feel free to direct message me. I will always accept a direct message from anyone, especially if it's related to work. Not if you're trying to add me to Candy Crush. Not doing that. I've had that twice. But yeah, just feel free to message me. I'll have a dialogue. We'll diagnose. I'll take your notes, and we'll make sure everything is made right.
Yeah. Providing that feedback can be very valuable in getting the packaging correct. It probably should have been tested better, not gonna lie, from my perspective, but I've been in the game long enough that before AirTags were popularized, we used to buy GPS tracking systems for dogs and put them in boxes, and you would have to pay cellular data plans on them. We had the Flushing, New York post office was it was like the sock gremlin, okay? It would lose so many of our packages. I used to send GPS trackers in boxes to people that lived in New York, and when they got lost, I'd say, it's right here, go get it. And they'd call me. They're like, hey, I'm at the post office. I'm like, yeah, I said, share your location with me. I said, it's 2 meters or whatever to your left and then 1 meter forward. And they're like, I can't get through that. I'm like, then tell them where it is, because I'm able to ping it directly where it is. And yeah, it was fun.
Yep.
It was fun. It's now no longer an issue. And if we end up with stuff getting lost in the mail, the next shipment, I will send an Apple AirTag and a Samsung Galaxy tag. So pretty much whatever device you're on, it can track it.
Both of them use the same system. So
But they don't work together.
Well, they don't, but they use the same system. The AirTag system is safer because that's what everybody based theirs off. Apple made their code base available for the other tags.
Okay.
It links into the Bluetooth of a local device, and then it Wi-Fi pings the location to the server. And it's a globally registered,
That's cool.
data-free allowance. So if you have a data cap, you sending location data of other devices is free for the Find My network, which is what all of these
Cool.
tags use. It's honestly really smart, and they did it because it's a safety thing. Because they wanted to be able to track kids, and you can't justify profiting from tracking kids for safety.
Oh, welcome to the United States.
America, you can, but they did it, and the governments of the world did turn around being like, hey, we're doing this. This is a thing. Every device needs to support it.
I will apologize ahead of time if you are a mail carrier and you are delivering mail that has the 3D Musketeers name on it, and for some reason your phone is telling you that there is a tracker that is following you. It's probably my fault, and I don't feel sorry for it. It's not your fault, but just take it to where it needs to be. It's not
Yep.
deliberately following you. I just need to know where things get lost.
Yep. Also, if you want a cheaper Apple AirTag than Apple AirTags, Chipolo. They're
Yeah,
smaller. They have a year battery life. They run on a coin cell battery,
for our use
and
case, it doesn't matter.
they're
Like,
half the price.
and literally, so what we do is we will pack it inside of the box, inside of a sealed, already labeled envelope or little bubble mailer. So when they get it, they just take that, they take it to they either put it in their mailbox, put the little flag up, or they take it to the post office or UPS, whatever, and they ship it back to us. And it is really, really efficient. I will say, you saying like that it can fit through a letterbox. We don't have those in the States, or at least
Do you
not down
not?
here. No, we just have a mailbox. So at the front of my property is a mailbox. It's like mine's plastic, some are metal, some are wood, that your mail goes into. There's no like slot in the door, because that's like security problems. Because if someone opens up a slot in my door and it's not someone that I'm expecting, you're gonna feel what birdshot feels like through a through a mail slot in a door. Also, the cat would terrorize that. That would be funny, though.
That's
That'd be funny.
hilarious.
Kenneth Wodiska said, "I live near Flushing, and yes, I can see how that post office would be a black hole." Yeah. And then, oh yeah, there's apartments too. Apartments have like big like boxes, like units of boxes, and some of them have like letters in their things, but yeah, you don't. It depends, right? We don't normally have mail slots though, so that's just the thing. And yes, as David Conner says, big time felony, get caught taking mail. That is a federal offense. That is not just a state crime. It is a felony crime. It's a federal felony crime. You're going to prison.
Yep. It's the same in the UK. You cannot tamper with mail. Mail is a very protected thing. It is a Crown Court offense. The mail is it's not just a legal entity in the UK, it's a royal entity. Meddling with the mail gets you the big numbers in the jail. Do not do that.
Yep.
Do not.
Lumbra74 says, you're talking about security, but have door handles on the outside of the door. I don't. I have knobs. We don't use door handles because they're easy to defeat. But I also have, stuff like this that says I'm really not concerned about security. And that's really all that if you don't know what this is and you decide to come to my house without my consent, you will find out what this is. You're not going to like it.
We just have cameras. We live in a surveillance state. It's great.
But we have that too. There's a flock camera at the end of my street.
Try to run away. It's hilarious. You won't. You will hit a camera, and I know where you're going now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we don't. It happened once that someone came in. They didn't know. They were clearly confused. But yeah, like I took a half second to see who it was. It was someone that I didn't recognize. And like, as I'm grabbing defense items, they realized that they just walked into a house and they were confused and they left. I'm like, okay. Rob Lutter said Granite has good security for people stealing packages. We don't have that problem out here. We do not have a package theft problem. And if we start to have a package theft problem, we have a solution for it as well. It's called put the range back in operation out back. Kenneth says, I hear those things are good at weddings. Ha! Yeah. Anyways, didn't the ammo was red? No, it's not red, guys. It's buckshot. Okay, it'll focus. Give it time. It's just clear.
There you go.
You can see into it. It's buckshot. I have it out because I don't remember why I have this out. I think we were talking about.
I think we were just talking about it, and you brought one out to show.
Firearm related, and like I have clear shells, so it makes it really easy to describe how they work.
Yep.
from an education standpoint. Like, that's just cool. Cameras facing the mailbox array at my neighborhood. Yeah, dude, postmaster generals don't mess around with that. Like, they don't mess around with mail stuff. I mean, we had an issue with human remains in the post office, so you can't do that. It's illegal. We were sending skulls to the Smithsonian. They were 3D printed. They were done out of a Z Corp material, and they came and paid us a visit with a warrant. It was fun. It was a fun afternoon. They thought we were printing cocaine, which was funny. I'm like, no, we're not printing cocaine. It's close to as expensive, but we're not. It's a ceramic, like, gypsum-based powder from 3D Systems for the Z Corp machines and ProJet 660 Pros. But by the time they were done, we were all cool with each other. And now that post office, even to this day, over a decade later, every time I go in, you shipping people? No, not this time. But yeah,
That's hilarious.
yeah. Well, they thought we were grave robbers and we were sending artifacts to the Smithsonian. I'm like, I can't imagine how stupid people must be. I really can't, to think that that's acceptable. But anyways, what are your thoughts on all this, dude? I think Creality threw all this out there to help their IPO.
Definitely
but I think
agree.
this is good. I'm hoping Creality's turning over a new leaf. I would like to see them change the name on their Pika. What would be a better name?
Nano. It's the smallest thing. Nano is more usable as small anything. Pika is just a random name, but it has connotations and effects. Maybe actually even better, license the name. I don't know if Luke has a copyright on the name Pika, but if he does, that's definitely within license territory. And just give him some kickback. You can't, but the community can stay mad about it. That is all we can do, is just be angry. Or like Pico, like just go PICO. That would work.
Pico would be fine. I gotta get Luke's kind of vibe check on it to see what he thinks. Right? This is a few days later. Is he still mad? What are his thoughts? Does he have some sort? Because I'm happy to connect him with the person that helped us with the 3D Musketeers issue, and see maybe we can get something done. But I think taking it over to Pico, Piko, would be fine.
Yeah.
Or Pico.
Pico.
But even KO would be fine. It
Yeah,
doesn't have to be spelled correctly.
It can sound the same. It just needs a different spelling so the SEO isn't destroyed.
Yeah. Although, to some extent, maybe it helps Luke.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't?
Okay. SEO is a funnel, and the moment you're not in the bottom of that funnel, anything that would have come to you slides off you into that funnel because they assume you're searching for something else. Like, imagine if you're like Ted's Tomatoes, and Aldi just released Ted's Tomatoes, but you're the original maker and you get 50 people a time at your website called Ted's Tomatoes. You're not going to get any hits anymore. They're all going to assume you're Aldi.
So I looked up real quick, what is the most common predator of a pika? It is a long-tailed weasel or an ermine. No, you can't name a scanner that. That doesn't work.
No.
Coyotes, foxes, bobcats, eagles, hawks, and owls, they all go after it. So they're kind of just any bird of prey and any mammal of prey tends to go after them. So I'm like, well, maybe they could rename it, like an animal that eats a pika, but no, it's that's not even cool. Yeah, I gotta see what Luke thinks. I'll be curious to see what his vibe check is. I hoped he was gonna be here, but he's not. So bit of a bummer there, but that's life. Yeah, I think that's really it for this episode.
I think that's it. I think we did making Sauceum. I'm happy with that. We talked about food. I had my little rant, a Lord lecture about naming.
Grant got to
And
show
I
off
might
at Flexi
buy
Dragon of all
some.
things.
I might buy some Creality stocks as they cost like £2.
Yeah, they're not expensive.
They're really cheap.
Not financial advice. Go do whatever you want. Call it a Luca. That'd be funny. That'd be
That would be
good.
funny.
That'd actually be like hilarious. Although I would bet if Creality packaged the Pika scanner with a Pika hot end and paid Luke for it, he'd probably be okay with the name.
They're not doing that.
No, they're
They're
absolutely not doing that, but it'd be funny. But all right. Yeah, I say we call it here. Let's give away some filament. I would say send these people to go hang out with Steve Builds, but he's still gallivanting across Tokyo, so we're not going to be able to do that. But that is all we have for you all today. Don't forget to leave a like, get subscribed, stay till after the outro if you want to win some free filament. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones, and remember to vote with your wallets, because ultimately, whether you like a company or not, you can bitch about it on the internet as much as you want, but your wallet is the most powerful thing that you have as the consumer. And as always, keep making awesome. Have a good one. I gotta stop all the recordings. Gotta stop all.
Now
So
I get stuck killing my laptop.
I'm gonna use the hyper wheel again, even though the guy that made it won last week. I think that's some bullshit. It's funny, but it's like I know it wasn't intentional, so it's just funny that he won last week. Remember that?
Yep.
But yeah, this is the last one of the month, which is hilarious. I had a lot of entries this month. Let me shut off 82 entries. Let me turn off. How do I... Gosh dang it. Turn off responses. All right. Let's do the hyper wheel. Made by Tech Cheaper, I want to say. I could get that wrong. Hopefully I don't get it wrong. All right, lots of shuffle, lots of shuffle, lots of shuffle. Giving away 2 spools this week. And if you are in the U.S., it is printed solid. If you are out of the U.S., it is 3D Prima. Let's see if they got it right. Jacob, what else is... I mean, you got engaged. I know that...
Yep. Got
we
engaged.
talked about that a little bit.
I spent most of today digging up my floor. So I've been ripping carpets out because I'm putting dark oak LVT in.
LVT.
Yeah, it's like plastic laminate.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
So instead of it being like MDF cord laminate boarding with a plastic top layer, it's just glass fiber nylon for the entire thing.
Okay.
And it is so much nicer. Like legitimately so much nicer.
Uh-huh.
So I've been doing that. Been sneezing for the entire day.
You've actually been pretty good during the show, so I'll take that with a grain of salt and happily say that you've been better when you're talkative.
Like I wouldn't say I've been. Well, there's lots I have been doing. Like All Clean has been absorbing all of my time, which is annoying but not annoying at the same time. It has been the fastest growing product we've ever released. We have fixed, then broken, then fixed, then broken the website more times than I can count. We have a new stock management system just for All Clean, which is, again, insane. The next batch of bottles, because we've been doing them in batches of 100 to do processing and optimization, is 2,000.
Wow.
We've gone from 100 to 2,000.
That's a big move. That's a big move.
Yep. And the chance of us selling out before we can finish processing them is high.
Well, I'm glad that it's working out. Hopefully the, advertisements on the show and in which video was it? Oh, the bamboo fire video. I gave you a shout out in there with when the A1 caught fire. I'm like, yeah, maybe they were using alcohol instead of Construct 3D's All Clean in there. I'm like, I'll give them a shout out. It's a good integration. Mike C8101 is asking if your Bondtech NDA is still in place.
Yes, because it covers things that isn't just in place with Bondtech. Okay. It covers research and development, but I can talk about anything that they've made public and anything relating to me with it now. We're making printers.
Duh!
we've got we're playing with a naming scheme at the moment. We've been struggling with what do we call our index equipped printer, because the way Construct 3D has always named their machines, it's Construct 1 is consumer, Construct 2 is industrial, and Construct 3 is heavy industrial. um we're redesigning the entire Construct 1 series, and obviously it's going to be based around index. We're getting rid of the two sizes. We're going to one size. It's going to be aimed at about 310 by 310 by 310 build volume, which is more than enough for anyone.
Yeah, that's a good
Like
size.
statistically, you don't really need more than that.
No.
Heated chamber, but not to the same level as Construct 2. It's going to be aimed at 10 to 15k acceleration, meter per second, like maximum movement speeds. Like it's using all the knowledge and technology from Construct 2, but distilling it and removing the little bits you don't need for consumers. But the name has been a problem. Like I've even like dipped back into the original naming bucket for Construct 1, which is the next generation could be called Concept 1, and then
It's
Concept 2 and
ask
Concept
GP3
3.
Designs. Just
Done.
ask GP3 Designs. He'll have something. I'm sure he will. He'll have something. And Red Fox Squirrel asks, what's All Clean? It is a 2-part bed cleaning solution from Construct 3D. It refreshes your PEI. There is some alcohol in it, so be careful using it on plates that can't use alcohol. But for your PEI, whether that is your smooth sheets, textured sheets, satin sheets, it makes it back to the way that you're used to.
And I should say the alcohol is only in the part 2. So if you do have a different solvent, you can just ignore the part 2. And it's only 20%, roughly, because it's not flammable. They're all water-based, but it's a non-flammable.
I'm happy to test it on plates here that say don't wipe with alcohol. I'm happy to test it and see what happens. It either works or it doesn't.
We are probably, if the demand is high enough, release a fully non-alcohol version of part 2. The main reason for the alcohol is actually evaporation. You don't want moisture sitting on your plates for too long because it gets reabsorbed into the PEI. But if there's a load of people that don't want a purely zero alcohol, then we can do that. But at the moment, it's non-flammable, non-toxic. It's got no shipping restrictions. It's safe for bio use. So we've got all of that.
The satin sheets, as Zaxman was asking about it, it's fine. The satin sheets don't care. There's a nylon sheet that might. That's the one I still have to I have to try it on the nylon sheet.
It should be Tyson plate compatible as well. Should be.
That's
not
easy
tested.
To figure out. Yeah. I am happy to test it on whatever build plates that we have here. But I gave my kit to Engineers Prussia, so I have to get a new kit. But yeah, dude. Thanks for hanging out. If you are the $10 tier and higher, I know someone joined the Discord during the show. Please email us if you haven't. But if you are the $10 tier and higher, we will be hanging out in our Discord, or at least I will be. I know Jacob's got stuff to do, so I'll be hanging out there for at least an hour or so. You all are welcome to come hang out, ask whatever you want. Pedro Lama said, personal thanks on your work pushing for brands fair play with software licenses. He said open source licenses, but I should be specific on software licenses because that was brought up earlier, and I want to make sure that I change my rhetoric on it. Okay, yes, Trinket Inc. Cool. They sent it. All right, I will get you a link to the Discord here momentarily. Although, if you are on Discord, I am at 3D Musketeers. Just DM me. That's probably easier. The Construct 1 and INDX. What's the Construct 1 NDX?
That's nice.
No, I would say ask GP3 Designs and then send him like because I'm sure he'll give you a good name, and then send him like a insane amount of All Clean as like a payment or something. Give him a good discount on an index machine.
Yep.
But all right, y'all. We'll see you later. Enjoy the rest of your days. Take your meds if you haven't. Go drink some water, as you probably should. Lumber74 said, how do you join the Discord? It is at the $10 tier and higher on PayPal, Patreon, or YouTube channel members. We do Paygate the Discord. It's a business-related thing. We spend a lot of time in there. Jacob's active. I'm active. All the other Musketeers are active. We help you. Those of you that are in there, you know why. If you don't like it, we'll give you your money back. But that's all we have. See you guys later. Be safe. I don't know. Don't get arrested.
Or do if you're into that.
That's
I can't
fair.
tell you what to do.
Well, being put in handcuffs is different. Don't get arrested. Bye.